miss nothing. Trust me.
My camera's out the ankle sitting on my lap, and I don't have nothing to prop it up, so it's gonna be sitting on my lap the whole time.
Why you sound so fuzzy, Kenny?
Oh, that's
Fluffy, I'm using this thing here. It's not a headset. How am I coming in now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit
This
is
neck piece, dude.
fucked up. Fuck this fucking man. Oh, you can stream live. Oh. It says that we're live. Hold on, let me look on the chat.
Yeah, I see that we're live. I have it here too.
Live for.
Yeah, it says we are.
I was way ahead of, I was up like on schedule. Here we go. It says we're live right now.
I have it here too.
Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to take this link right here, copy that.
Is this dude hitting the fucking bomb?
Yep. California, it's legal.
Wait, wow. I just realized that thing is huge. Dang it. Well, he's definitely not white, I'll tell you that much. No, because I mean, if they had like white people on here, this would be so awesome. Because
I have white people that want to join. Believe me when I tell you.
That would be so cool because the stuff that I have is so against them. It's not even funny. It's all their fault.
There's lots of self-hating white folks, so they might just go with you.
That's true. And then I have something I wanted to. When it gets to me, then I want Ms.Mika's input too because that would be really cool.
About what?
You'll get it. It'll get to you when I get there.
It'll get to you.
Yeah, it'll be. It's not because I was conflicted. I was numb when I was reading this stuff, and I was like, "Wow, this is really happening." And then that stupid comic book that he shared on Facebook, Faith. That's what it's called. Faith? That's legit. Yeah. Is that real?
Yeah.
Dang it.
That's from Villain Comics. Yep.
Wow.
Okay, it's on Man of War, and they're like,
wow. You saw it, Ms.Mika? The fat woman carrying the white dude?
Yeah. I saw the cover when Kenny posted it and everything. So
I'm not sure about this character's background or superpowers, and if her body has any reason to meld with her powers or anything. So
you see a chat section
I'm
of
not even completely sure what the reach for the character.
Oh, there it is. I see
it.
I see it.
All right.
Look at this. Okay, there we go. All right. Welcome to TNT Photon HQ, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Uncle Nerd, your host, and we have our fellow co-hosts here. We have the wonderful and lovely Mika. We have the evil mercenary Count Kenny. We have Claudy.
Hi, everybody.
Mad scientist Claudy.
Wow, thank you.
A couple of news, reviews, so on and so forth. We're going to talk about Mission Impossible Fallout, some movies, a whole bunch of stuff. That garbage Godzilla, you already know how I feel about it. I watched it last night, and I will never get that time back. Yo, that's man. Wait till we get to that. We're gonna talk about Movie Pass. We're gonna talk about Rick and Morty, Mr. Harmon that did something very, very naughty when he was young, and now it came back to haunt him. Mattel laying off, and a couple of other subjects. So I'm gonna post up to the Facebook fan page. Thank you for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back. In the meantime, deal with my wonderful co-hosts and let them badger you. Enjoy.
Badger about what?
I don't know. Get on them. I don't know. Whatever y'all want to. Whoever want to start up, you can. I'm gonna just.
So I wanted to speak about I don't know if you read in the papers about the guy who directed Deadpool 2. He is in talks of remaking Enter the Dragon, which I feel that should not be done. I'm sorry. I mean, like whoever's gonna play,
you can't do that. That's Bruce Lee's role.
Some big shoes to fill. So let sleeping dogs lie. That's what I say. What do you guys think?
Well, you know what? I look at it like this. They're remaking everything. I can see that being remade, but even though I love the original, it's just certain films that you just well, I don't know. Me myself, I can see it being remade, but would I run out and see it? No.
I can't see it being remade. I'm sorry, I can't see it being remade. It's like there's some movies that you just don't touch. Enter the Dragon is one of them.
Hey, how are you, Miss Burns? Great to see you on the show. Glad you stopped in. But yeah, I can't see them remaking that. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense to.
I'll tell you what, the original is too Bruce Lee centric to remake. You need a Bruce Lee type character to make that kind of movie, and there is no Bruce Lee type actor to redo that movie to give it a proper kind of start. I mean, what are you going to replace it with some random guy and say, here's some random guy and Enter the Dragon? It's not going to work.
Well, it says right here, it says remake of Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon has Deadpool 2's David Leitch in talks. Exclusive hot off of Deadpool. Hold on, let me show this because a lot of people be like, oh, you just made that up. Like, nah, here go the news, motherfucker. It's right here. Like, you know.
Why would anyone challenge that? That's so damn lame.
And he's also directing the Fast and Furious spinoff Hobbs and Shaw with The Rock and Jason.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you know, that's what it is. I mean, like, it's not like that's trying to like take over an existing property that's been out there for years that has a cult following. But you have, it says right here, remake of Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon has Deadpool 2's David Leitch in talks. Exclusive hot off of Deadpool 2. David Leitch is in early talks to direct Enter the Dragon, the remake of the 1973 mark. That is not 1973. That movie wasn't made in 1973. Oh, wait, they said Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Yeah. No.
You know
what I was thinking about? The Last Dragon.
Oh, the Last Dragon. I was thinking,
yeah, my eyes is all fucked up. My eyes is all fucked up.
You talking about Bruce Lee, man? I'm talking about Bruce Lee, not Bruce Leroy.
Okay, not Bruce Leroy.
That's iconic to Bruce Lee himself. That's pretty much
exactly
Bruce Lee's film. That's like
that's so who's gonna be Bruce Lee? A woman?
No.
Transgender?
Nah.
Because Bruce Lee was very manly.
Yeah.
Male privilege, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a diesel dyke as Bruce Lee.
I mean, anybody they could get to play that. I mean, like the guy from Ong Bak. I mean, like, but at the same token, that is an iconic film. That would have to be done correctly.
Like, okay, all right. So my question to you guys is, who do you think will play Lee's character? Go.
I don't know. You would have to. I don't know, Kenny. You could take this. You probably got a good candidate, Kenny, to play Bruce Lee. I don't know.
I don't know who can replace Bruce Lee.
Well, I think the name. Just use Tony Jaa from Ong Bak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tony Jaa would be perfect. Like Ong Bak,
he'd actually work.
He would be perfect.
But you'd have to remix the story a little bit to kind of make it more of a Thailand plant, like he's from the Thailand monastery, because they do have monks with kickboxing and all that kind of stuff there, so it can work. Just gotta fix a few things here.
Yeah, I can see that. Honestly, I can see.
You still have to find replacements though for Jim Kelly, because that was a very iconic role for Jim Kelly also. So you gotta find a new Jim Kelly.
I already know
that's a very important part of it.
And I know you guys probably gonna get tired of me always mentioning his name. What's his name? The one who plays on Michael Jai White.
Michael Jai, yeah, he's perfect.
I think it would be a great Jim Kelly. I think he would be perfect.
Yes, yes.
Because he knows martial arts. That motherfucker's good. I'm telling you, bro. He knows his martial arts.
He's young too, so he's not as old as Wesley Snipes or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think he would be great. So I mean, I see what you're saying, Mika, but at the same token, I could see an Into the Dragon, another one, or a remake if they did it right, because it has to pay homage to Bruce Lee. I mean, I'm sorry, it has to pay homage to Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Like whoever plays Bruce Lee's character has some huge shoes to fill.
Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. Oh man, next story. I don't know. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry, guys.
So what is it? Yay or nay? I say nay.
I say
don't go through with it. You say yay?
Yeah, if it's done right, I'm all for it. It's just certain films they couldn't reboot. Like, perfect example. You can't redo Scarface to me. You can't redo what's the name? The Godfather to me. You can't redo. It's just certain films you just can't do them or reboot them or remake them because they were iconic for that time. I can see a modern day storytelling of Into the Dragon, but it would have to be good. It would have to really like go through some good directing, some good choreography. Not just
why reboot?
Not some old fucking Iron Fist type shit. You know what I'm saying? Where like he looked like a 5-year-old making his father or something like that.
Yes, I agree.
What do you think, Claudy? What do you think about Into the Dragon remake?
I guess, but it's right now. I think reboots right now is
overrated.
So jaded. It's jaded now because of the reboots we've been getting.
Yeah.
Whether it's remaking of stuff that didn't need it, and placing situations that don't make sense, narratives and whatnot. Like, yeah, Michael Jai White, yeah, he probably can do it, but because it was Bruce Lee, Asian, I mean, we're really gonna do that, you know? And
we're talking about Jim Kelly's character. Like,
Jim Kelly. Oh,
yeah, remember Jim Kelly he was the black guy.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, then I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I don't believe in like altering.
If we made him black, I mean, like, come on, really?
Altering characters for diversity. I hate when they do that. Just make more characters. That's it.
Because then if we're doing that, then I might out with that bong that he has and call him that's cultural appropriation. And I don't know if he got permission to be using that.
Exactly. And to me, it's an insult too. It's an insult. I take it as an when they actually like alter a character. Like, perfect example. And I mean, we're we discussed this earlier that we were going to talk about the Supergirl scenario with altering characters. Hold up, because like besides the issues that you have, Claudy, it was a reason why I purposely stopped watching Supergirl when it was first debuted, and that was because they made Jimmy Olsen a black guy. He's not black. He's not black.
Oh yeah,
Don't do that. Don't do that just so you'll get the black crowd and like the black people are related. Like, come on, don't do that shit. Don't do that. It's a bunch. You make some black characters. Make up some. Don't do that. That's just
that's nothing compared to the stuff that I have. I mean,
yeah. And we're gonna get right to that. What I wanted to do next is talk about Movie Pass. Now, see me, I'm a Movie Pass owner. Well, for some reason, something told me to jump that ship quickly. You know what I'm saying? I'm currently using the AMC A-list, which seems to be, even though it's a higher premium, it's actually more affordable, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Because I'm a movie buff. I will go to the movies 3-4 times out the fucking day, sometimes just to get the hell out the house. I don't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. I'll just, you know what I'm saying? I'll go to the movies, and I believe if you're a heavy moviegoer, it's worth the purchase, which is essentially what Movie Pass was. But Movie Pass fucked up. They overextended themselves, and they ended up going bankrupt. So bankrupt to when people went to go see Fallout Mission Impossible, they wasn't able to get no ticket. So, shit turned out bad, bro. And I have an article right here. That tells you how bad it was. Let me share this with you guys. So, block and application, and we will go right here. Oh man, he's some old Yankee. Hell, what the hell? I don't want to go to Las Vegas.
I do.
I know, right?
Wow.
Okay, and the story from USA Today says Movie Pass experienced a major service outage after parent company Helios Matheson Analytics reportedly ran out of money Thursday. Movie Pass experienced a temporary service outage Thursday night, and for some users, the app continues to have functionality problems on Friday. Why? The company ran out of cash. Movie Pass reported in the Securities and Exchange Commission filing Friday that it borrowed $5 million to pay its merchant and fulfillment processors to correct the service interruption. The company said it's filing that it is unable to make required payments, which resulted in Thursday's service interruption. Movie Pass is a service that allows subscribers to pay a flat fee every month to see multiple movies for $9.95 a month. The service promises that movie fans can see a movie a day. And honestly, I am a fan. I was I was a member of Movie Pass for the longest, and yeah, it really does what it did. But like anybody with any basic common sense or any like how can I say, any modicum of knowledge towards business knows that you cannot run a business off of $9.95 a month when the ticket is running at least. I mean, like high-end ticket, you paying it over here. You paying it what is it, like $15, $20 for a ticket? You know what I mean?
For an IMAX, yeah,
exactly.
Oh, that includes IMAX too. You can go see an IMAX.
$15, 18.
And I'm reading the article, and the problem already lies within. Number one, you're paying $9.95 a month.
And you know, motherfuckers was beating the hell out of that, man. I mean, they were
for IMAX, $9.95 a month. I'll do it.
And the thing about it is,
$9.95 a month for a $20 movie.
And the thing about it is, if you're a Movie Pass goer,
really,
a Movie Pass customer, you know
that's really good.
You know, Movie Pass people, we just look a certain way. We'll look at each other. We be like, beat the daylights out of that. I mean, it's been times I watched the movie dead, and I'll be like, you know what? I still got time. Whatever. I don't gotta go pick up what's in there. Shoot on over to the next movie theater. Go see this. That's how I'm able to catch all the newest movies that come out. I'm getting like, because I'm a big movie buff. I love movies. I love
Oh, you lucky fuck you.
Oh, look at you! Wow, big fucking star.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Mr. Movie Pass.
I wish I had a Movie Pass before.
Popcorn for you too, sir. Man,
it's definitely worth it. Believe me when I tell you, it's worth
it.
It
was worth it.
If you're a moviegoer like myself, you will love it.
Yeah, you would love it if it was still
monthly for that though.
Running.
Yeah. How much is the monthly for that thing?
What happened? What, for the AMC one?
How much is the monthly for that?
$20. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it, Kenny. I'm telling you. I love it. I absolutely love it. I saw Fallout launch day, and with the AMC one, the reason why I like the AMC one, yeah, it is more than $10. It is more than $10 what I was paying.
It's like getting pizza. Love pizza.
Yeah. It is more than $10 what I was paying on what was that? Movie Pass. But I mean, they're giving you money off of snacks, they're giving you A stubs where like you can stack up your stack up the stubs and you get like all sorts of free stuff. You can bring friends.
This is AMC, correct?
What happened?
This is AMC, correct?
Yes, the AMC A-list. I'm not being endorsed by it. They're not helping me or anything. Me, myself, I'm just telling you about a deal that they got, just in case you guys ever wanted to pretty much go and do it. It's worth it.
Does it allow me also to get a first placement in line?
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what, Kenny?
I mean, I'm saying, let me first that go in the bathroom.
I can't hear you. Your mic coming through rough.
Yeah.
All right, is that better?
It sounded like when you first started out, it sounded real good. Now it sounds like somebody holding you hostage. You want to tell us? Want to tell us?
Is that better? Is that better? This mic is
a little bit.
All right, how's that?
Yeah, that's better. That's
okay.
Better.
Hey, quick question. Does it let me cut in line at the glory hole in the bathroom?
You don't have to wait in no line. You just go up to the what's the name and just show them your shit. Like me, I just show them my phone and walk right in.
Nice. All right, cool. Like, the glory hole that one too.
Your mic acting up again. Your mic acting up again, bro.
All right, I'll fix it.
Use that other one. Use the other one that you had. Use the other one that you had.
I'm grabbing it right now. I'm about to go grab it.
Because that one came in stereo. Yo.
This is a cheap old work headset.
Some shake your hand, but this is called the show. Yo, so Claudy, what's been up, man? I mean, you told me you had some news to tell me, bro. I saw you on like you hit my messenger up and you was like, yo, man, I'm tired. Yeah. Man. I was like, word. I said, we're gonna say this on the show, bro.
Well, I'm gonna keep it really, 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 really brief. It's just it's in the comic book era and movies.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the ones I sent you was about the Sony is now trying to do the fat superhero stuff for people for people that are.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Much better.
Much better.
Tremendous. All right. Anyway, I said earlier, does it allow me to get first in line cuts at the glory hole in the bathroom? So I guess you do. So it's tremendous for me.
If you want to cut the line and go straight to the glory hole, when you got the listen, you pull it right up on your phone. You be like, yeah, and yeah, you go like this, show it to the ladies. You go, look, and you walk right, and people be looking at you going crazy. I purposely like it because I'm walking in front of everybody. I'll be like, oh my god, and they be mad.
Nice shit.
They be mad. I'm telling you.
Talking about glory holes and shit. That's for another discussion.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You always want to be first in line. It always sucks to be last.
Yeah, I learned some valuable lessons a couple of STD clinics later about being last.
Ms.Mika's on a different level.
Yeah.
Right now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but okay.
She's not a good level. She's a good girl.
She's speaking right now because you said
glory. She's a good girl. She's a very good girl.
Yeah.
So, yes, don't you see my halo of fire?
Yeah. When it come to me and Kitty, meanwhile at the Legion of Doom.
No,
I'm over.
You know what? Since you guys brought up reboot, I wanted to say that I wanted to bring up a reboot that is gonna happen. I don't know if you guys remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yes, I was.
Joss Whedon's gonna reboot it.
I know about that.
Yep.
Yes.
Are we ready for a trans Buffy?
I thought it was.
So it's a man.
No. I thought it was a black Buffy.
No, I'm just being funny. But they're gonna bring diversity.
So that makes
he has to redo it.
That makes Buffy a man then if they do that. So I guess Buffy's gonna be a man. Call him Biff.
But
it'd be Biff the Vampire Hunter.
Buffy lacks diversity, so they need diversity. So they're gonna. So Joss Whedon's talking about rebooting it.
It's a necessary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's no diversity. Too many white people.
Hey, Pierce, how are you? He said, meanwhile, at the League of Uselessness.
And so I'll start off. I don't know if you guys heard about what's been going on with Captain Marvel, right?
Oh, no, I know, but please explain.
Carl Danvers?
No, with Brie, the girl that's playing Captain Marvel. And the funny thing about it was that I took from it when I saw it was that she was spewing SJW stuff when she's the star of her own movie. So I was like, what are you doing?
Sweet Lord.
So basically, when she got her award, she said that she cited a USC by USC claiming that the majority of film critics are white men. So she went on to say that she doesn't want to hear what white men say about, like, for example, A Wrinkle in Time. I don't know if you saw the movie by that black. It was a really bad movie. But because she's trying to say that basically if colored people gave it a review, it would have got good reviews compared to white people, because although the movie did suck, because I didn't like it at all. So this is when, so to me, I saw it as this is the case of virtue signaling going wrong, because it's your movie and you're talking negative about your movie, being that white people are directing it. So that's something about Captain Marvel. I don't know so far. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I'm going to probably, do the Soilo thing. I know Danae's going to watch it.
Skip it.
Which one?
I think I'm going to skip it.
Which film? What you talking about?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
You know what? I mean, honestly, I feel as though like they're completely disavowing the original roots of the first Captain Marvel, which was the white guy with the blonde hair who was killed. But I mean, like, I'm gonna give it a try. I give everything a try first, and then I give my decision on it. But essentially, I mean, I already see where it's going, man. I see exactly where it's going.
Well, since you mentioned Supergirl, so I wanted to touch on that with the if anybody who's a fan of Supergirl, and she wasn't as popular as Superman,
right? But
because of her this other superheroes like Dream Girl, so now they got that transgender activist playing that character because they just rewrote her as a transgender character superhero.
So it's Superboy now.
No, it's not Supergirl. It's still Supergirl. It's the new transgender superhero. So basically,
no, it's Superboy.
Well, no, she's still a girl.
Because I don't. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
no,
is it a post-op or a pre-op? Did he slice it off and then he started flying around?
The dude, I don't know if yeah, you know, but it goes by. You know, the ratings have been diving for that show, right?
Yes, of course. So
now,
I actually thought it was canceled.
No, they're working on it. It's coming out in October. So it's a transgender activist, and she's playing a transgender character. So she quotes by saying, her name is, or Shim, Nicole Maines, will be Neil Null. I don't know if you know that character, known as Dreamer. That's the character's name, Dreamer. And so,
dreaming of being a woman.
So the character is described as a young transgender woman with a fierce drive to protect others. So they wrote in the character basically. So she said, now it's a very, so her quote is, now it's a very hopeful and reliving to watch creators and writers and directors and casting offices stepping up to put trans people in trans roles. So we can portray ourselves and we can start to disprove some of those stereotypes about us. So when I read that, I was like, my issue, like all the reboots and such, is that they keep taking existing characters and altering them to fit some nonsense, right? Whether it be all female cast like Ghostbusters, Ocean's 11, because men are undesirable targets, you know, and the fans, because the fans are men, so they want to create more diversity because there's not enough women fans. So is it too hard to create a new character? That's my question.
Exactly. And see, you know what? Like when a culture battle takes precedence over storyline, that's when you know, honestly, your series, your TV show, whatever the case, your movie is doomed to fail. It's going to fail because honestly, these culture vultures, these SJWs, so on and so forth, they're not the ones spending money. They're not the ones.
They're not.
Your fans, your hardcore fans, your collectors, your toy distributors, all that stuff. Those are the ones. Those are the ones keeping you in business. I promise you, this will not. And again, I mean, I've never really. I watched the first season of Supergirl, and it didn't grasp my attention because of the simple fact that I don't like when they alter things just for the sake of diversity and trying to grab a different ethnic background.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth, Danae. I just feel like they're just doing it for the sake of inclusion.
So here's the thing.
Is this a jumping the shark moment?
Probably.
Did they just jump the shark? Because it sounds like, you know, that old cliche jumping the shark, like to catch a new audience, they got to go to some certain extreme. Is this what they're doing now?
Well, yeah, because the minorities only consist of approximately 100,000 people. But the thing that gets me is that, and I also found out that, like, we have men playing female superheroes. But anyway, the sad thing that got me was, remember when Scarlett Johansson signed to play that transgender male in that Rub and Tug movie?
Oh my God, they hammered her.
Yes.
Yeah, they got mad.
Yeah, they hammered her. She was just like, you know what, that's enough. I won't do it. Jeez.
And the film was canceled because no one wants to see it. No one wants to see it. The transgender. They wanted to go see Scarlett Johansson.
Right.
But obviously, since no one wants to see a dude, woman, guy thing. But anyway, so with that happened, now my question is the way they're saying is that because only trans people can play trans characters. Now my question is, does Scarlett know the Hulk in real life? Is she really Black Widow in real life?
Exactly.
You see my point?
Exactly.
So trans people know how to play trans.
See, you know what? That logic right there, common sense is no longer common. So therefore, what you just said right there does not resonate with anybody that doesn't have common sense.
So we must have offended the real Hulk for not hiring him to play his role.
It's crazy.
I mean, do trannies hate like movies like what's that, Mrs. Doubtfire? Do they like that type of shit?
I don't know.
You know?
So since we didn't get the real Black Widow, my thing is, I guess we're racist, sexist, or bigots. I don't know. So and so begins the child abuse. I look at trans superheroes are for trans kids to look up to because those kids need someone to look up to and not a mental health doctor.
What the fuck is a trans kid?
Oh, God.
Just kids.
Let's not even go into that.
I don't like this term. That's weird. I think that's child abuse right there, man. You can't give kids hormones and
it did nothing and skeeve me out because I mean, someone is pushing this kid to say this and do this stuff. This kid is just not coming up with this jargon or this speech that he had. I just don't believe that this 10-year-old, well, I think it was 8 or he was either 8 or 10 years old.
He was
he was up there like, oh, identify. No little kid is saying that they identify.
Because they woke.
What's bothering me is the person that is in the sidelines in the dark, like a creep, making this child, and more than likely making this child as well. Believe me when I tell you, because this stuff goes hand in hand. And essentially, this is what the agenda is: to legalize and make pedophilia like okay, or like make it like a, how can I say, a sexual a sexual norm.
Well, because you can identify as a child now. Like if you want to identify as a 12-year-old child and you like this person, you can do that now. You know, you can a fire truck tomorrow if you want.
It's crazy.
But I'll end it now. Finally, She-Ra. So, you know, about the backlash from Netflix. And the toy makers came in too, because She-Ra was created because they didn't want Barbie to be, I don't know if you know the history about that, but well, I'll just stick to the show because I'm not too big on the toys.
No. Bring it in. You can listen. That's what this show is for. Your mind.
Yeah, go right ahead.
The backlash consists of She-Ra being a princess to now being an orphan. That's the story now. In the original, she was a princess.
Yes, she was.
Now she's an orphan because princess is uncalled for, and it makes women being androgynous. You know what I mean? So that's the issue. They don't want that. They don't want that. So that's like the offensive to women. They make them feel all weak and you know, princess and whatever. So all I can say is that I just can't wait for He-Man to be the reboot, so he can be an Xer person. You know, because most likely that's what's going to happen. Because we all want to see that. You know, says no one.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I could care less what they do with the She-Ra cartoon. I wasn't really a fan of it anyway. And I mean, like,
that's gonna affect He-Man too. You know that.
Man, as long as they don't mess with He-Man, I'm good.
It's gonna be an extra person.
It will.
I never really. By the time She-Ra came out, I was already done with the series anyway.
Hey, but you guys know they are putting everything in these cartoons. I sent you that article a couple days ago, didn't they, about Voltron? The leader is now a gay guy.
Oh man, come on. Are you serious? You talking about
She-Ra is now gay.
Is that necessary? Like, why? What is with? See, again, to me, it reminds me of these group. I just think of these group of weirdo guys sitting around and women, or these weirdo people that have these sexual fetishes. They're like, yeah, we're gonna introduce kids, and person gay, and do this with that robot, and make sure you make the black guys.
That's some serious plotting, man. It's like they focused on writing that serious.
It's amazing, it really is. Because I don't remember as a kid ever wondering what the characters wanted to do with their spare time in terms of having sex. Like, oh, I wonder what his fetish is, or what does she like to do with herself with her mouth. I didn't care.
So
now we have to learn everyone's fetish.
Exactly, and that doesn't need to be instituted into kids' films, family films, sci-fi that's slated towards children, so on and so forth. Star Wars, slated towards children and family.
What started
children and family? You do not. Honestly, as much as She-Ra and He-Man had a lot of, like, how can I say, gay and homosexual overtones, they never directly gave children like, oh, well, and she and what's the name is gay, and what's the name this person is a bisexual. You kids don't need to know all of that. They'll find it out later on in life. Leave them alone. Let them be children. You know what I mean? And what, like, oh God, my man Fierce right here said, yeah, it's fucked up. He said political correctness is what is killing our country.
Yes.
Yep.
It is. It is.
Right.
You know who started the
We're going to be so sensitive to when, like, we do receive a threat from one of these neighboring countries or these dictator-ran countries. They're just going to walk all over because the men are going to be so subservient to being scared. Be like, well, if I pick up this gun and defend myself, I might offend somebody. Or
because we need to ban assault weapons.
Want to come into my house and rape, pillage, and steal, we're going to have a problem. And I don't want the backlash or anything like that. Man, listen.
But
I will never be stripped of my manhood. I will never be stripped of my manhood.
So
never.
Basically, we're witnessing the death of beauty as dykes and trannies destroy everything good in jealous, petulant rage. They will never be beautiful and so want to remove everything that conforms to natural standards of beauty. This is what happens when a bunch of soy boys, male feminists, in case you don't know what that means, Kenny.
Soy boy.
Soy boy.
Oh no, that's one of my favorite terms to use. That's a fun term.
Okay, all right.
That's a fun term. That's a fun term.
Repeat that term again.
Soy boys.
Soy boy.
Soy boy.
Those are your boys. Those dudes that are
soy boy.
Yeah, those are those dudes that are just like male feminists, man. Like, yeah, we're down with that.
I'm hurt that She-Ra is not a princess.
She's not a princess. She's an orphan.
Want to be a princess.
While you guys are talking, I'm gonna pull up a new image of She-Ra so you can get a better look at her.
She's got a square jaw, man. She looks
hey, Danae. Hey, do me a favor. While you're doing that, Google a picture of Hank Venture wearing the I think it was called the Slither suit.
Is that one of the new shows that all the new
Netflix cartoons she looks just like Hank Venture when he cross dresses in a little battle suit thing.
Okay,
it came on like 2 Sundays ago on
there was an issue. They had a gay wedding in Hank Venture.
Yeah, did they?
Yeah, and people were like, "What the heck?"
The Venture Brothers.
Well, there's always been gay characters there, though. Yeah,
exactly. They've always been racy characters. I mean, like anything on Adult Swim.
I don't know if it's for kids.
Not hold that as like they're just wild.
My thing is though is She-Ra looks just like Hank Venture. Her hair doesn't look like hair. It looks like she's wearing a blanket on Hank Venture's head. It doesn't look like hair, man. The way it's drawn, it's drawn awfully.
So my thing is they don't have a creative bone. These people don't have a creative bone in their body to have to take things that are already here and just put their androgynous weird spin on everything. And so because they can't create anything good for themselves, so they have to take the stuff that we grew up with, whether it's our kids and we have toy makers like Mattel. Remember when they made the toys that made us? Yes. Mattel, yes. Where now they're talking about why She-Ra was created as a toy and how they tried to downplay it to make it look like, well, she wasn't really meant to be feminine, and she was meant to be like this masculine. I'm like, dude, don't even try it. She was a woman. Why are you playing this other? You don't want to take backlash now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she says, right? Like this man was a thing. And she says that I'll read the insert. Like she says, Jill Barrard explains that She-Ra was created to capitalize on the 20% of He-Man, the Massive Universe fans that were female. Right. Unofficially, she also wanted to make sure that Barbie, the company's golden goose, was no longer being outshined by a bunch of bodybuilding boy toys. A battlefield that He-Man's creators were more than willing to meet the women on, refusing to let She-Ra match her twin brother in size or stature for fear that their Eternian prince would be made to look like a wimp.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I'm like, come on, really? I know you weren't thinking that. You just thought of it now because the narrative. You see how they're downplaying the toy now? So that's...
Adrian. Hi, Adrian. What's up, sweetie? But hold on one second.
Yeah.
Hold that thought, Claudy. Don't forget. Don't lose that thought. Here's Play says, don't mind when they do minor tweaks to a character to make them more frightening, for example, what they did with Penguin in Arkham City video game. I don't quite understand. I don't mind my characters being more frightening. Trust me, I want them to be more frightening.
But this frightening, does that term really apply to She-Ra? Do you want She-Ra to be frightening? I mean, I don't even care about the property.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. She should be something that females should look up to and not really be like, oh, that looks like a boy, because that seems wrong to me.
Have they not seen these? Has your YouTube viewers not seen She-Ra? That's not a girl. And in the argument now, all the soy boys are saying that, well, She-Ra's only 16. That's why she's not developed. Bro,
no, that's not fucking true.
Have you not seen
the Filmation version? You can tell she was a woman. She had breasts. She had a waistline. She had hips. There was nothing about her that looked androgynous. She was a woman.
She was drawn based off Frazetta art, so she should look away.
Thank you. Not to
But
mention,
they're saying this She-Ra is 16 years old, so she's not developed yet.
oh God.
So you telling me 16-year-olds? Come on.
Why does it have to be all of this? Like this fucking weird ass, like, you know, age appropriation with like sexuality and all. It's just fucked up. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like you're making this, all right, you're gonna know that she's a lesbian and she's only 16, and we don't need to know all of that. No kids.
Why is she a lesbian at 16?
Oh,
what introduced her to that?
disgusting.
Have you seen pussy?
I just remember the filmic cartoon, and all of the women on She-Ra was absolutely bodacious. They were women.
Yeah, they've
Like, I don't know.
like on He-Man, they were muscular men. You understand what I'm saying? Muscular guys throwing each other around, fighting and cutting each other, and you know, calling up magic and using technology. It was everything a young boy like myself loved when I was growing up. Barbarians, swords, robots, cyborgs, like, you know, mystical lands, and like, you know, all sorts of magic and everything like that. And I mean, like, stuff harkened to girls, like it was girls with, like, you know, what girls grow into or whatever the case may be. But you would never, like, it wasn't all of this like culture appropriation and like, you know, little small agendas thrown into the cartoons to where like it's blatant. You understand what I'm saying? It messes up everything. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's just enjoy the cartoon for what it is. A good sci-fi story, a good action story.
They couldn't even made a She-Ra.
If you cut She-Ra's blonde hair and you just delete it, that's a dude. It's a boy.
Hank Venture.
You know,
just like Hank.
What did you say? It was called Hank Venture in the what? What costume?
Like a slither suit or battle costume. But if you look it up, it actually looks more feminine than She-Ra, which is kind of sad. But yeah,
in battle suit,
slither or slither outfit or something like that. Slither suit. Yes, I searched slither suit.
Hey, listen to this. So because the She-Ra toy,
that's good stuff. It looks.
You see what I'm talking about?
I remember this episode too. I remember this. They started acting like this once they found out they were clones. I watched Brothers a lot. Anyway.
But tell me that ain't more She-Ra than She-Ra though, for real. Just put long hair on that right there.
Oh,
yeah, put long hair on that. It's way more She-Ra than She-Ra is. They even drawn a similar style if you think about it.
Nuts, man.
Yo, Wally right now.
It's true. It's sad, man.
No, I love Venture Brothers though. I love Venture Brothers. I'm sorry.
Damn, She-Ra, why you holding the gun to your head?
Yeah, this is. I remember this episode too. I remember.
remember Slither Commander was just Cobra Commander. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a wallet, yo. I swear.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and I think the last thing I sent you was that 700-pound woman. She wants to get fat so she can't move.
No, but you know what?
God bless her if she can handle that.
You know, I saw a story, a follow-up story.
Wait.
She's pregnant and she wants to lose the weight now so she can keep the child. That's what, and you know. So I don't know. Maybe because I saw that one. As a matter of fact, somebody posted it to my page, and her boyfriend.
That's fucking awful, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's crazy, right?
Yeah,
that's awful. Just the idea of it.
I also read another story. About a woman who was a lot to have her.
Was there a plan to excavate the baby from her? I mean,
no. What happened is that her boyfriend feeds her because she's like the
Oh no, he's a feeder.
Yeah, he's a feeder. Yeah. The cam girl makes money doing this. So you know, like feeder and stuff like that, and they, you know, guys call in and be like, "Let me see you eat a patty of bacon and on your stomach," and you know, real creepy.
Just Twinkie in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. You know where it goes from there.
And so,
yeah, of course.
Sony Pictures is moving. You know, they're working on a live action adaptation of plus size superheroes, women. So that'll be coming soon because
let's see.
Because we need to, you know, because there's people.
I guess I'll be okay with that due to the fact that I'm a plus size girl myself. So I guess
me myself, I have nothing against it, but at the same token, you send the wrong message out.
But you're doing it purposely.
When you allow or you advocate people being overweight. There are people with health issues. There are people that have problems losing weight. I mean, like my weight fluctuates. Sometimes you see me shrink up like crazy. Sometimes you see me get a little bit bulky. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way.
But at the same token, I make sure my main basis is to stay healthy and to keep the weight off of me. When you put stuff out there like this, you're advocating a culture of like destructive behaviors and where you're not caring for yourself and you're just letting yourself fall to the wayside. Honestly, and this is just me. I could be wrong, but this is for my opinion. Anytime while I was growing up, I never looked up to any type of fat. I'm sorry. If anything, even now, I like to look at superheroes that are muscular and built and with nice frames or whatever the case may be. It's what got me into working out when I was young, got me to lifting weights.
Yeah, superheroes is something that
wait, was there any fat superhero though? You just said you didn't look up to any, but was there any? Because right now I can't recall any.
The only one I could remember that was a fat superhero.
Blob from X-Men.
The Blob wasn't a superhero though, he was a villain.
Well, I mean, character-wise, just a comic character. I couldn't figure anything else.
Well, right now I think they're gonna do Faith. They're gonna do that superhero movie, the one that the comic book you showed.
Right.
Because she has telekinesis power. She has the ability to fly. She's a breath of fresh air, like they say.
Whatever.
But see, you know what? This is the reason why Marvel's doing so bad right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, though. Like Marvel Comics, the reason why, because their sales are very, very low, very low. And it didn't start until they started adapting this culture of, making everything. How can I
Did you see G.I. Joe?
Man,
oh no!
Did you see G.I. Joe?
It hurt. It hurt so bad what they did.
Did you see it? Right? IDW.
It hurt so bad.
Man,
I'll just say Storm Shadow got it too. One of my favorites got it.
They got chunky. The men got
they turned him in. I say they turned him into a woman. Storm Shadow became a damn tranny. So
well. Like,
there's a whole issue there too.
Seriously?
Yeah. Snake Eyes also is a woman.
Are you saying this as comedy or did it really happen? Because you have to stop this fucking show.
No. There's a certain somber tone of my voice because they did this. So sad they did that.
Come on. Are you serious?
I'll show it to
you. They're women. Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow are women.
But why would they? I don't understand. They're not. Oh. Man, that's messed up, yo.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's my childhood. Imagine
universe or something like that. Is it like a
favorite?
That they're doing?
It's the mainline comic. It's part of the story. To Jiu-Jitsu, I wear a Storm Shadow pattern gi. That's one of my favorite characters. Now I have to realize my characters are tranny now.
No,
it's so sad. But yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah,
that's Salvo. I want to see Storm Shadow as a
Oh, you want to see
as a woman? You want to see?
Maybe it was like some
Salvo's set.
Maybe it was like some deviant artists and stuff like that. Like who knows?
No, it's not. It's an actual thing. And I went to show, and the artist for it was there, and he explained the whole dumb story to me, and I was just sitting there going like, making noises. Okay. The whole concept was that something happened to Snake Eyes, right? Snake Eyes goes into a coma or something, and his consciousness gets transferred to a woman's body. That's how Snake Eyes does it. And here's what the artist said. This is what this dummy told me word for word. He said, not to be topped by his brother, Storm Shadow follows suit and does the same. So he can be equal with Storm Shadow. You gotta be, or Snake Eyes.
It's crazy. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Oh yeah, I see. This is when they had Storm Shadow, G.I. Joe versus the Transformers.
And again, nobody's. I don't want
to. No. The main line has Snake Eyes as a woman.
Well, yeah, it's there too. It's in Danae. It's in the G.I. Joe versus Transformers too. Yeah, he's right.
So it's now so that means that's just Snake Eyes now. It's just a woman because if you're doing it both in Transformer crossover and the main line, the default is now a woman.
Yeah, he's right. It's on the Storm Shadow. Here, I'll send it to you. You can read it.
And you know the thing that get me is that
I wear a Storm Shadow gi to jujitsu. It hurts me so badly. It's a limited edition Shoyo gi. For those who follow Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Shoyo does like limited batch gis, and this is just so hurtful to me. Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. I mean, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I mean, I just, you know what? That's what I learned to do is select what I like when it comes to comic book storytelling or whatever. Like, you will find like I don't go with the continuums anymore. I really don't. Like Star Wars for me, and again, I know you guys get tired of me talking about Star Wars, but Star Wars for me still remains back with like Rogue One. Like anything past Rogue One and Return of the Jedi, stuff like that. That's the reason why I think I like the Solo movie so much, and the reason why I like Rogue One. But like Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, I could care less. That's not my Star Wars. That's not my Star Wars. Not my Star Wars.
So what about episode 9?
Episode. Wait. Before we get there, so I just want to say, Ms.Mika, so I know you like She-Ra. So there's on the article, it also says to end it, anyone looking for a strong but more curvaceous version of She-Ra will just have to console themselves by watching the original series on Netflix, which is probably a better way to honor the legacy than sending angry tweets about cartoon breasts.
But nobody like me.
So they're making fun of the people by saying, "Oh yeah, you're angry about cartoon breasts." Really, people?
Well, you know they always illogical. Like they totally disavow all logic when it comes to like you speaking of something in terms of like they combat you with illogical views, or like they combat you with something you said and then turn it into like something in terms of like you fighting against yourself, or you just said this. No, I didn't just say that. I didn't even nobody even brought up a factor of She-Ra's breast. You said that. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody said that. Nobody said that at all. We just don't like
virtue signaling, bro. Virtue signaling.
We just don't like the design of She-Ra. Oh well, you don't like it. Oh my god,
you don't like the ability of She-Ra because the cartoon wasn't made for pubes, and it was made for kids, not for you people that want to masturbate to She-Ra. That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just because we don't like the design doesn't mean that we want to masturbate to She-Ra. I never really liked She-Ra in the first place. I mean, honestly, the only reason why I got a She-Ra action figure because it was He-Man's sister. Everything else, I was already out of He-Man by the time She-Ra came into play. I mean, like, by that time She-Ra came into play, I think I moved on to Brave Star and stuff like that, or other things. Like, I wasn't, it was something, Aries, Bionic 6, all that shit. I wasn't into, the Inhumanoids, all that stuff. I wasn't into She-Ra, no. I wasn't into He-Man no more. I saw that one Christmas special that they made in the first episode because it had Hordak and the evil Horde and stuff like that, and He-Man was in it. Once He-Man wasn't in it, I didn't want to be bothered with it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be bothered with it no more. And you know, I tried to watch it as a kid, you know, because I was like, you know, well, this is He-Man's sister, but I was one of those 80s kids. I mean, like, I wanted boy stuff. I wanted boy action figures, boy heroes, and stuff like that. But I mean, I never enjoyed the She-Ra cartoon. I couldn't really tell you one full episode of She-Ra that I watched. It means absolutely nothing to me. I don't care about this new one. I really don't care about the old one. It's all about He-Man, if you ask me. Sorry, I like He-Man. That's it. I like He-Man. I like the comic books. Now, if you read the comic books are deep. They're very good. Because I mean, essentially, like they're violent too. That's why I like it. But like, so this other stuff, I don't care for all of this other shit. I really don't care about this new She-Ra.
Yeah, what you gonna do though when they bring He-Man back? As first, he starts off as like a soy boy type, and he transforms into like a chubby guy.
Don't play with me. That's when the internet gonna be.
Because you gotta have to have a realistic body. You can't live to expectations. So he'll be like a chubby guy, like instead of being buffed out. Would you mind that?
Nah, I don't want to hear that shit.
With the average haircut, like a Supercuts number 8 or something.
Nah,
It turns into a 12.
My He-Man looks like a barbarian. That's it. He was pretty much an offshoot of Conan the Barbarian and Thundar the Barbarian. That's it. That's it.
Well, I mean, if they think about it, what they did to She-Ra, they're gonna go to He-Man next. He's only gonna be the next victim of a redesign. Look at the Turtles now. The Ninja Turtles have an androgynous look, which I thought would be impossible to do, but they somehow managed to make the Ninja Turtle crew look androgynous.
Like
which
this
is weird.
Right here was absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's Rhino. That looks nice.
Wow.
It was very good. Thundercats versus He-Man was very good. I mean, look at this. Like, look at versions of He-Man. I like when they do like different concept art on He-Man. Like this right here was the one. This was a real good one right here. That's
dope.
Yeah, that's the new series. Where like
I like Hordak right there too. Dig the face on Hordak.
Yeah, but like
that looks good.
Come to find out, Hordak is like this entity. He's like God tier. It's good, man.
Now, how is She-Ra gonna look? Oh, there she is. But how is She-Ra gonna look in that universe, this Netflix one?
I don't know. I don't even care. I showed you that picture you saw. Was her.
Yeah, she looks like Hank Venture.
No, I meant like
with the blanket on his head.
Like when in
that's what it was. The art.
Like I love the old the 2000 Man series. That shit was tough, man. Like this.
Yeah, it was.
Man, look at that. That looks awesome right there. That looks awesome right there. That looks awesome.
It looks like oil painting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I mean, essentially, I don't approve of like, and again, it's not for me to, my thoughts, my feelings are just my thoughts and feelings. But I mean, I don't want to see I don't want to see like maybe my heroes just feminized and stripped of their masculinity and stuff like that. Everything I love and that made me the person I am. Like honestly, even like, and again, I try to tell people like. Superheroes, comic books, action heroes is what made me want to lift weights. It's what made me want to learn martial arts, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't. Nah, I can't do this shit. Not. It ain't me. It's not me.
I think Claudy's is right. They're gonna come out with He-Man the Gay Blade. I'm telling you.
If they tell
he's gonna be next. Watch exactly.
You're gonna see me lose my mind, bro. You're gonna see
Gay Blade. He-Man the Gay Blade.
Hey, how come
it's gonna be the name of his sword too, the Gay Blade. I have the Gay Blade. He go pull it out. Oh man, they're doing too much with these characters. They're forcing too many things that the creators think themselves. It's like whoever they put in charge tend to put their own ideologies into it, and it's just not needed. It's just forced.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You said, I think Ms.Mika mentioned episode 9. Yeah, I saw the cast. I already knew that the black girl was going to be in there. Black Diamond, they changed her name to Trixie. Disney got flack because Black Diamond was too racist or something. But I don't care whether she's called Black Diamond or Poop, whatever. The thing is that her character, when they described it, dude, she's another Mary Sue. She affirms Rey. I don't want to see Star Wars. I'm Star Wars out because... Bro, like you beat Luke, man.
Yeah, a person that pretty much took like a decade to learn to be a Jedi Master. This motherfucker knows how to be a Jedi Master from the very beginning. All of a sudden, she go from picking scrap to where she a Jedi Master and know how to wield a lightsaber and everything and use the Force better than Luke Skywalker
in an hour.
What made you love Luke Skywalker? What made everybody? I mean, when I was coming up, even black people loved Luke Skywalker because he was a character of struggle. He was a character of struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He grew up on a farm.
He was constantly learning. But yeah, although there was massive loss around him, he still had to stay strong. He still had to stay strong and constantly learn, constantly practice, constantly train. You know what I mean? This girl hasn't lost a hand. This girl hasn't been like messed up, blown out enough. Luke Skywalker went through, when you think about it, Luke Skywalker went through some shit. He went through some shit. You know what I'm saying? And his whole squad went through some shit.
And I personally think that they're trying to make some kind of love-hate relationship between Rey and Kylo Ren.
That's what they're, you know, and a lot of people, a lot of Star Wars theorists are saying that they're going to try to make them to be like a love item. That's what they're saying. They're going to lead to them being like this love item. That's what everybody said.
First of all, if this is supposed to be a Skywalker story, finish that the way it was supposed to be done. Stop trying to change stuff. They should have just gave us. I mean, the comic books is better than this. You remember the comic book? I can't remember the name, but I have it.
Yes.
Remember the comic book where Luke?
Dark Horse ones or the Marvel ones?
The Dark Horse one, where Luke.
Dark Horse ones were brutal. And
Luke was standing there, and you remember the designs of the ships were much better too. It was episode. It was after the Jedi Knight Academy. Leia was pregnant. Yeah. And she was with the now, and then the Emperor wasn't dead. He was creating clones with medical.
Yes. Yes.
And he was body snatching.
He found the old cloning technology, started perfecting it. Yeah. Making clones left and right.
Luke was looking for him.
Yes.
So Luke used Leia to get what's his name to go after him. Now Luke was projecting himself as if he was captured because he was Darkseid. Yes. He actually knew Darkseid. Dude, he was pulling these ships from space.
Really?
Taking him down. That's Luke. Because he's no joke.
He on some shit to where like Luke Skywalker's on some like you started questioning him. You're like, yo, this motherfucker up. Because essentially they try to tell you that after a while, the force, from what I've been understanding, the force is essentially bad. You do know that, right?
It's female?
No. No, the force is essentially bad.
The force is female.
Bad. Oh man! Wow.
Well, that's what Kathleen Kennedy. They got the shirt right. Force is female.
Oh man!
But
there you go.
See, the thing is that
it all makes sense now.
For the Emperor to end it for good, right? He wanted to wipe him out. Luke was fighting those spaceships that were coming down and trying to save these people. He was he wasn't even really there. He was astral projection doing that. So I was like, when I saw the movie, and I was like, oh snap! And he dies. I was like, nah, man.
Died of a fucking aneurysm.
Because if you see the Ms.Mika, if you read the book,
the brain cell,
you would be like, there's no way, because he was in another galaxy, like another planet. Meanwhile, Leia and Han went looking for Luke, thought that he was at the place where he was because she sensed him there, only to trap the Emperor, and he ended up going there and then sent off Leia. Leia was like, well, you were never really there. He wasn't. He was at two places at the same time. He was defending these people. Yeah, that's how powerful he is. He's legit. The only time Luke needed help in the regular novels, EU novels, well, they're not EU because they're part of the universe because they're episode 7. When Luke needed Jason Solo and his the twins.
The twins, yes.
To fight that the hardest Sith. What's that girl's name? You know, the one that they had to, all three of them had to fight her. Yes. I can't remember. She was like,
I know what you're talking
about. Of the I can't remember her name. She was OP. They couldn't kill her. They could only banish her.
But
that's what they did.
But the books that honestly, and not to get off track, all Marvel, all Disney has to do is to grab some of that old material. The same thing that these Marvel Universe or these Marvel MCU is doing, is grab some of them old books. That's it. That's all you gotta fucking do, and you gotta hit. You gotta hit. But no, when you come in trying to push your own little agendas and own little politics and peace and culture and stuff like that, that's when shit get fucked up. And now the Star Wars brand is pretty much like, honestly, it's no way in hell Deadpool did better than Star Wars, and it would have never happened when I was growing up. Would have never happened.
No, Star Wars brand has never needed a discount.
Nope.
Because it's always been $90-something for a DVD. It's always been, and they were always away from the shelf. Yep. Now you see tons of Force Awakens and Last Jedi. It begs the question, like, why are you flooding
in the bargain bin? In the bargain bin.
Yeah. So that's so episode 9. I'm not beat for that, and they already wrote it in like a month. No, man, you can't fix that.
And you know what's so crazy? Like, Luke is gone, Leia is gone, Han Solo is gone. Like, how the fuck this movie's gonna turn out?
Because they said it. What was it? What did Kylo Ren say? Kylo Ren said it's time to end the old and bring with the new, right? That was internal marketing. Ain't that something?
Nah, man, put that shit down. They'll fucking ban me, bro. I'm telling you.
My man.
Yeah, that shit looks sharp.
I got caught. I lost looking at the little shine in it in the lights. My bad.
They see that shit, they be like, "Oh man, this bull." But yeah, man.
Pardon me. That was a toy. That was made out of plastic.
That was a plastic knife, everyone. Yeah.
It's from NECA.
He was painting it with acrylic.
From NECA.
Yeah.
From NECA.
It's from NECA.
So yeah, that's the thing. That's my only issue with the Star Wars. I'm not beat for that. I'm not gonna fall. And Fox and Disney merger, I can't believe they let that happen.
Oh my God. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about that.
I can't believe they let that happen.
Before we get on that, we're going to talk about the Rick and Morty creator. You heard about his situation, right, with Dan Harmon?
No, what happened?
Okay,
another Disney thing with the child rape stuff.
No. Well,
that's
well, kind of like what he did was like back in 2009, he made like this video.
2009, really? Why are we going to the past to pick up stuff to get rid of people?
You know what? Here's the thing.
Wow, we're digging, aren't we?
I don't mind any type of comedy, but when it comes to like that pedophile shit and stuff like that, that's when it's kind of messed up. So
they should have done it back then. Why now?
Yeah, but let's see. Here's the thing. He essentially, if you see the video, you'll know what like everybody's talking about because it is kind of creepy. Because he's this baby crying. This man was sitting on the couch and there was a baby crying. Right. The father goes out the door. He sneaks through the door. He sneaks through the window. Climbs in, pulls down his pants, and gets on top of the baby, starts humping it, and then like to hear the baby going and shit like that. I was like, man, that's fucked up.
Oh no!
What?
You telling me?
What is this, man?
Yeah, exactly.
So
what is this shit? Wow.
I don't think I can show the video, but after the show, I'll send you guys the clip. It's fucked up. It's very.
Wait, what is it? Where is this from specifically? Is this supposed to be from something? What is that?
Yeah, he made the clip. It was part of like some improv or whatever shit he was doing at that time, and it was an offensive. It was a real fucked up sketch. It was a real fucked up sketch because you see the guy sitting on the couch first, and he has it's a baby doll next to him, right? That's supposed to be the guy's baby.
Right.
The guy leaves out. Dan Harmon sneaks in the window, comes in, looks at the baby, pulls down his pants, and gets on top of the baby and starts fucking it. Like the baby doll starts fucking it. And you hear like a baby crying and shit like that. It's again.
You're right. That is messed up. But
that's fucked up.
You just now are firing the dude. See, that's the thing that bothers me. If all this PC crap wasn't happening, do you think he would be fired today? That's my thing. It's like now you wanna be morally correct. Now you want to use moral. You didn't have it when you hired him 2009. What did you say? 2008? How long ago that was?
Yeah.
And I will chime in and say the thing is there are plenty of high profile comedians that have made careers based on mixing pedophile jokes, and Louis C.K. has tons of pedophile jokes. Anyway. Jim Norton. One of my favorites is Jim Norton, and honestly, Jim Norton has a whole character based on being a pedophile, Uncle Paul. Wow. And to me, that's some of the funniest shit ever. But that's me. I'm kind of fucked up. But there was a time when that was more prevalent. That was around the 09s, the aughts, early aughts. And we do have a more PC culture now. But the thing is about that, when you attack one aspect of comedy, you have to attack all of them. What do we have to clean up next? What next are we going to remove? You remove pedophilia jokes, yeah, that's fine. What else are we not allowed to make fun of?
I just don't like
that. It's a dangerous trend.
For me, it's a matter of preference. I find nothing funny about like pedophilia and rape jokes. I really don't like, because I don't know. I guess it hits a sensitive subject.
No,
you never heard one of mine.
I'm not down with that either. But
everybody, don't get me wrong. Everybody has, their sense of humor. Like nobody has a darker sense of humor. I'm very dark. I mean, like I call myself a self-proclaimed comedian, but at the same token, there are certain boundaries I won't cross. You know what I mean? Because I don't find anything funny with pedophile jokes. I don't find anything funny when it just comes off weird when all your material It's just all pedophile.
Yeah, if it's all your material, you're right.
Yeah, when your only material is pedophile joke, that's when I'll be like, you know what, you're a fucking pedophile.
Well, you're setting off red flags of all kinds. If all your material is one kind of thing, it means you're just a little truth in your comedy. That's all it is.
I have no issue with you not finding work. That's fine. But if you're going to now, dude, 10 years later, really? Now you want to say something? Like, what did he do in his shows that some SJW is complaining about that you had to dig up something on this guy? I'm still waiting for women with dirty laundry that are being dug up and they're getting fired. I want to see that, because this is crazy to me. Yes, the material is flawed and I have an issue with it, but come on, dude. Every new person getting fired, it's a dude, it's a man, it's this, it's that.
Right.
And it's really frustrating because so the women are morally accurate. They get it. When are they gonna get fired? I want some equality now. Hey, I'm a man calling for equality.
I want some equality too. I
want some equality. Well, you're not. You're full. In the feminist view, Ms.Mika, you're not right in the head.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I just want to see that.
For lying.
Because it's stupid, man. 10 years later, bro. The next 10 years, you want to now bring up something about this guy. So I'm waiting to see who's gonna say something about me when I get famous that I did in high school in 1996. I turned down this girl.
Short and sweet. I'm gonna collect up as much as I can, and then that's it. Because once they start going through my Facebook, they'll be like, "Do you know what he said about black?"
Yeah. He's the one who did this movie. He's famous. Oh, he made this manly thing. Let's find out. And then they're gonna find out. Oh, he hangs out with this dude named Kenny, and he says all this stuff. Oh yeah. And then next thing I know, Danae is fired.
Believe me, it is what it is. At this point, I am just trying to pretty much let my voice be heard, put myself out there. I always, like I said before, I do this for the sheer pleasure of it, because I always wanted to have my friends' voice heard, my voice heard, to see where we collaborate or pretty much like agree to disagree, what we can do. I mean, it's just, like I said before, it's similar to us just all sitting down and talking to each other. We can exchange views, likenesses, mutual interests, so on and so forth. But I mean, as far as like, especially the social climate now, oh no, I'm not looking to become famous, because I know as soon as I do, somebody gonna pull up some dirty laundry on me, because I did a lot of fucked up shit.
And the internet was big back then. You telling me you didn't see that?
You know that Danae was in jail? Do you know that Danae was? Wait, I'll be like, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more.
It's ridiculous, man.
It is.
And he's definitely not gonna be.
But I do like, the only thing that I have a problem with is that pedophilia shit. That pedophilia and rape shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean,
rightfully so.
I don't like it at all. Mm-hmm. So, and I feel as though, like, to me, if you make comedy about pedophilia, or like it, like again, if it's your only source of comedy, then you're a pedophile in my eyesight. Like, or you have some affinity towards pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? And for Lynn fans in the chat section says, no, not morally accurate. They're picking men off one by one until they eliminate all men with some type of power or influence to further the agenda of weakness. I agree.
Well, see, you can also use in that his argument. I can look at, like, for example, Dave Chappelle. He's the only comedian that hasn't wore a dress, right? Black comedian.
Right.
Every other black dude has done that, and so therefore they're okay.
Right.
He won't do it. Issues come up, you're fired. So when he does stand up on Netflix shows, all that stuff, he got hit with Me Too movement nonsense, SJWs, transgenders. Now they're all hating on him. I mean, come on, because he's doing this private. Yeah, that's stupid.
I'm reading this shit that you sent, Claudy, and
Netflix,
right.
The Me Too movement at Time's Up. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, Netflix is creating policies where its crew members cannot have lingering hugs, ask for phone numbers, flirt, or even look at someone for longer than 5 seconds without getting in trouble.
That's too much, man.
And you know, Sh.Mika, harkens back to what we were talking about in terms of, like, it's going to get to the point good women are going to get left behind because men are going to be terrified to talk to them. They're going to be scared of losing their careers, their money, their finances, everything.
And it's only affecting people of high society.
No. It's not.
They're the ones that are being targeted hardcore because
but at the same token, I believe it's going to make good women not be where they're not going to be
trickle down. Yeah, it's going to trickle down.
Everything has a trickle down effect.
Yeah, it's going to trickle down. I was watching a video on YouTube where I didn't know what the MGTOW was. Men going their own way. That's like men feminism and I was watching and I saw people commenting and they're like lawyers giving them advice not to disclose this so you don't want to get targeted. And then there were kids like 10 years old, 15 years old asking for advice. What do I do? This and that. And they're like, this is what you want to do. I was like, goodness gracious, there's a community. I thought this was like it's a huge thing that's been going on for a couple of years. I'm telling you, man, get your no man shirts out. That
MGTOW thing is interesting because a lot of the people in there are the opposite of what MGTOW should actually be.
Right.
So it's almost a cannibalizing type of community where they eat itself up. It's almost counterproductive at times of what they preach.
Just like feminism, right?
I've been in their goofy. I got invited to a few of their groups on Facebook, and in some of them, one of the groups specifically, they all have like little funny code names. There's like MGTOW Ghost, MGTOW Platinum, MGTOW Wolf, and I guess you're expected to adopt the code name. So here I am with my regular Facebook name. Like, all right, you guys invited me here. I'm not gonna become a MGTOW animal 5 deadly venom guy.
Yeah, I don't.
But I'll sit here and watch it.
And again, not to cut you off, but I've been invited to MGTOW groups and everything like that. And believe me, I give everyone a chance, as I told you. Mm-hmm. I give everything a chance. I want to hear everything out, whether I like it or not, whether I believe it or not, because I always come back with some vital information. Now, what had happened?
It's men guarding their own wallets or something like that too.
No, MGTOW means men going their own way. Like you have some that have
it's basically
forsaken women. They have been fucked around so much to where like they're like, nah, I ain't doing this no more. This, that, and the other. And then
they're telling you not to. Don't even go prostitute if you want to have. If you want
there's levels to this.
They don't even
like Masons
get a girlfriend because there was one guy
here. They're levels. Remember, they have levels to this. They're like Masons. They treat it like a hierarchy. There are certain zones where you can treat women as friends. Next level up, you can interact with them for sexual purposes, semi-facade relationships. After that, you become what's known as a complete, like a ghost MGTOW, like that douchebag with his nickname, where you don't interact with women completely. And you just pursue your own interest. Yeah, the ultimate, what a MGTOW is supposed to be. But the thing is, they confused what MGTOW was supposed to be. What it was supposed to be is women wasn't even supposed to be your main focus. It was supposed to be you and improving yourself. And I'd hate to say it, but the closest comparison would be Latvian Satanism, which isn't what people think is. Satanism more or less preaches to believe in yourself and you are your own temple and you're your own God. So that would be my close proxy to what MGTOW is. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but in terms of just believing in yourself and improving oneself, that would be what they're supposed to preach. But a lot of these complete women hater types get into groups and then their ideology gets mixed in and kind of versed with everything else. So now you have a vocal minority who have extreme hatred towards women, and it seems like everyone else is like that. So it's an odd mixture and hodgepodge of different kinds of people who a lot of them are just confused about shit.
Oh Lord, they got issues too. Truthfully, like the whole Me Too movement just went totally left because it was originally supposed to be for women of color who were sexually assaulted, and Hollywood feminism just turned that shit into a total circus. So,
just like Black Lives Matter.
Bad about it.
So check it out. For Lynn Fan says, eliminate the men in higher places and all the rest fall in line. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like, she has a valid point there. And if anyone, like, for Lynn Fan,
that's the game. That's the Me Too movement's game. That's the Me Too movement. Look at all these men are getting cases. Yes, what they did was wrong. What Donald Trump grabbed the woman by the pussy. Yeah, I get it. But then you got women that Kathleen Hopkins.
In the context,
I would rather have a man grab me by the pussy than have a pussy for president. That's what she said. But the thing is that when you have, yes, I get it. It's not cool and all that stuff. But if I flirt or say, wow, you have beautiful eyes, and they tell me that, oh, that's sexual harassment, really. So I can't say anything. But women can oogle and Google and do whatever they want, and they're okay. But I think the thing is that, like she said, like your friend said, is that yes, they are taking everybody from the top, like those that have power, like Weinstein. Yeah, they did their trash 50 years ago. Bill Cosby, 50 years ago. Really? Now you want to come out, Bill Cosby, and then you have what's her name, Morgan Freeman. Even the woman that Morgan Freeman was flirting with said, it didn't bother me. Black woman, they're trying to get her to set him up too. But now they're trying to get anybody. I don't even know who these people are. I don't think even Morgan Freeman remembers. Like, we're really doing this. No, women don't have no issues. You guys don't do anything to. The View got dirty. I know Whoopi Goldberg falling out too, but no one's gonna attack them, right?
Mm. So we got a comment here in the chat section.
Right now.
And she says, Berlin fan says yes, but the men need to stand up and call these bitches out. It's a bandwagon they will continue to jump on.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man, because right now it's their money that's they're affecting.
Yeah, but either way, when you look at it,
Weinstein is done. Weinstein gave us good movies.
Yeah, I love all of them. Honestly, I mean, there's not too many Weinstein films that I don't like. I love
now we're not going to see that
films and everything. Absolutely love it. You know what? We're gonna get on with a little bit more news, and we can come back.
Sure.
So the next subject we're going to talk about is Mattel laying off people. I saw this coming a while ago. I follow the stocks and shares of all these toy companies because I was at one time a major, well, not a major, but a toy distributor myself. So I mean, you know, I posted this up during the time that Toys R Us was pretty much going out of business, and I was telling everybody, I said, oh yeah, it's going to be a bunch of toy companies that are going to follow after this. You know, nobody was really like, you know, concerned or anything like that. But like now it seems as though everybody's worried about it because, well, see, you know what? A lot of people didn't really think it would, like, by Toys R Us closing, it was going to affect a lot of things. You have to understand, Toys R Us was the only person or the only entity or the only store or company that they could push their shit off on and pretty much like get it eventually sold. Now that Toys R Us is no longer existing, who you gonna push it off on? You follow what I'm saying? Because I mean, like, that was the only physical store that you could push your wares off onto, and they would pretty much either get it sold or will sit on the shelf, whatever the case may be. But they had more exposure. But now that Toys R Us is, again, not to repeat myself, but now that Toys R Us is no longer existing, you got this, and there's gonna be more. Because if you ask me, as much as I love NECA, NECA's scrambling. Hasbro's next, and the reason why Hasbro is next is because Star Wars lost them a lot of money. Star Wars lost them a lot of money. How bad is it? How bad is your product when a store is closing and going out of business, a la Toys R Us? You got your shit marked down 60% off, and the shit is still sitting on the shelf. Nobody touching it. Nobody.
Yeah, but you got to look at some of the toys don't look good at all anymore.
That's true.
You know that, right? Some of them don't look good.
But still, it goes to look. Star Wars was such a wonderful brand. It was such a wonderful brand. That shit would just sell out automatically. It would just sell out.
True. But come on, you seen what they released recently with the version 1 version? They look the same. And then you have it's so stupid. They look crappy.
Well, some of the newer stuff is actually very, very, very good. And I'm gonna show you an example in a second because, like,
I don't know if I've seen the newer stuff, but
no, the newer stuff is exceptionally well. The
Force Awakens stuff, I think I didn't see Last Jedi stuff. If they did any Last,
I didn't buy any Last Jedi shit. I dodged the bullet on that one. I was definitely gonna invest in that because, like, I thought I was gonna be like, you know what, I could probably move this Last Jedi shit. But someone was like, my spidey sense was telling me like, hey, don't buy that shit. Don't buy a case of that shit. You're gonna be stuck with it, bro. You know what I mean? And I saw them Last Jedi toy sales tanking and nobody was buying it. Well, it all started, you know when it really started? With that Battlefront 2 game. It started with that Battlefront 2 game. And that's when everything just really started going downhill for Star Wars. Everything just started going downhill. But yeah, I'm going to pull up this article on Mattel and tell you to show you how bad they're doing. They're doing very, very, very bad right now.
So does that mean it's the end of Barbie?
No, it doesn't mean it's the end of Barbie, because more than likely, if Mattel gets bad, Hasbro is going to swallow them up. Hasbro's been looking to swallow them up anyway. Hasbro is the new Disney of the toy company. So all are one. All are one.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
Yeah.
I never got up the day.
So I have this article right here, and it says a disastrous spring. Hold on, let me share it to you guys. Okay, here we go. A disastrous spring. Mattel said it would cut nearly a quarter of its staff and sell some of its factories. Mattel blamed the Toys R Us bankruptcy for the bulk of its problems when the toy mega chain stopped buying new toys. Mattel lost its most important conduit to customers. Sales fell 11% between April and June. Duh. Revenue would have been close to flat, though still down if Toys R Us hadn't gone bankrupt, Mattel said. Bright spots were few. Barbie sales grew 12%, and Hot Wheels sales were up 21%. Enchantimals and Jurassic World toys sold well too. That's all. That's about it. Sales of
I'll be right back.
Sure. Sales of cars, movie-themed toys, Fisher-Price, Thomas and Friends, and Toy Box toys were particularly awful last quarter. American Girl doll sales tumbled 32%. Monster High and Mega Toys stunk too. As if they weren't bad enough, Mattel had to compete with higher material costs as the price of oil and other commodities soared. Sales in China fell as the economy slowed, so Mattel profit margin fell sharply from 41% to 30%. To save money and refocus the company on what's working, Mattel said Wednesday that it's firing more than 2,200 employees, or 22% of its workforce. It said it will close all of its factories, It will close all of its factories in Mexico. The vast majority of these layoffs are back on goals, the company said. On its conference call with analysts, Mattel CEO Ynon Kreiz said the company performed a comprehensive bottom-up review to preserve the company's sales-generating and creative capabilities. He said he hopes the company can realign resources towards high-performing toys, improving online sales, and better toy franchises for the future. We see a lot of opportunities, but there has been a big dependency between our financial performance over the last few years and where the company should be, Kreiz said. Kreiz was named chief executive in April. And you know the rest of that shit is just a bunch of mambo and jumbo. But yeah, and then their stock, he said Mattel stock fell 9% in after hours trading. So like as this story was being published, their stocks were falling. So like, you know what I'm saying? Shit is bad. Shit is very bad. But I told people before, I was like, yo, when I put that post about Toys R Us completely closing its doors, going bankrupt, so on and so forth in the US, a lot of people was like, no big deal. I was like, yo, other toy companies will follow. Trust me. When you follow the stock shares and the financial reports of these companies, I was just reading what he put over there. When you follow that stuff, you pretty much see where things are gonna go. You don't have to be a fortune teller. The numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. They don't. And like the next one that's going to have a problem, you may not believe it, but Hasbro is having a serious problem. They're going to have a serious problem because their stuff isn't selling, and they're
stop making fat G.I. Joe characters.
I guess,
but didn't they have an excuse for the fatness of the character? Like she's just Samoan or something, if I remember correctly.
Going SAW is not helping your sales. So
yeah.
What's the bottom line? Stop doing it.
What's his name? I think from the quartering, one of the two. He said, "Go woke, go broke. Go woke, go broke.
Go broke. That's it.
Go broke.
Are you woke? And look, get your sales.
Go woke, go broke.
You're trying to fit in with modern day society's stigma or agenda, and you're like, that's why you're losing SJWs and SJWs, PC people, and all that other stuff. They're not buying your toys. They are not buying your toys.
No.
Man boys that you talk about, those are the ones buying your toys. Those are the ones buying.
The cisgender men or whatever.
SJWs,
the cis men.
Yeah, the cis men are the ones buying your toys. They're the ones collecting.
The cis men, they're the ones that's going and spending hundreds and thousands on your toys. But when you don't give them what they want, they won't buy your shit. They won't buy it. Trust me when I tell you. And the thing about it is Star Wars again is predominantly white. Like most white men love Star Wars. And when white people tell you they're going to boycott something, do it. They do it. They will do it. They're not like blacks. They're not like blacks where they be like, I ain't going there and be right there, be the first one there. No, white people say they're gonna boycott some shit. They boycott. It's over.
And it's funny, that's the race that they target that actually hurt Solo.
Yeah. And the thing about
the majority.
I didn't really
think hurt you.
Honestly, I didn't think they were going to boycott it. I really didn't. I didn't think they were going to boycott it. I thought they were just talking smack. I really did. I didn't think they were going to really boycott it.
Yeah, well, it looks like we saw it. And guess what? Oh, I know this is off topic, but even the boycott and all the craziness of it, remember the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game too?
Oh my
God. With the loot boxes. Now, guess what? Loot boxes are being removed from all games now.
Because
all the new stuff are eliminating loot boxes. Go figure.
That's crazy.
Out of control. If you saw what was going on with that loot box system, now me, I love Battlefront 1. I absolutely love Star Wars Battlefront 1. But I do not like Battlefront 2. It's convoluted. It's convoluted, clunky controls. It's just extra for nothing. It's just like it's a whole bunch of shit going on for nothing in terms of like the leveling system. You just completely feel like you're lost in there. Well, like Battlefront 1, you get in there, and I mean, like Battlefront 1 is graphically beautiful, but it's a very simplistic game. It's a very simplistic game. But you start doing all this garbage. Me, Battlefront 2 was like the sign of Star Wars tumbling downward quickly. And then from there, it was just bad. Everything was bad. So we're like, now I don't even know how they're going to fix Star Wars. Like right now, they don't even know what they're going to do. They don't even know what they're going to do with Star Wars. They don't.
Nope.
J.J. Abrams, it was somewhere I was reading. I think I was on YouTube and I was on Geeks and Gamers, right? And J.J. Abrams said that he was going like I think he said that he's ran out of ideas. He don't know what to do. He doesn't. He
just put to rest.
Yeah,
just let it take a nap.
Kenny, honestly, you made the best. You gave the best solution to like get this Star Wars shit out of the red. Because right now, Disney is bleeding money because of Star Wars. Hasbro is not making any money off of Star Wars toys. Any time you go to buy an action figure for Star Wars for a movie that's not even released yet, it's not even out, and the figure is marked down below cost, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. A serious problem. I went on because before the Solo film was released, I went on Amazon. And purchased it because I was going to buy a case of them. But then I went on Amazon and I saw I can buy each one of these figures separately for cheaper than what I would get a case from the distributor for. I saw a Han Solo up there for like what was it, $9.99, 6-inch Black Series. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things are bad. Things are very, very bad for Star Wars. And so that brings me back to what I was talking about in terms of like these toy companies doing bad. They're in trouble. They're in serious trouble. They're in a lot of trouble.
Except for Canada.
Oh well, no, Canada. I mean, like Canada, they know what to do because they're owned by different entities. That's what I try to tell people. Like they know what they're doing. They
so it's like a separate version of Toys R Us, then, isn't it? Since you're owned by a separate kind of thing, it was never affected anyway.
Yep. So I mean, like, you know, that's it. And the talk, like when you was talking about the quality of the figures now, Claudy.
Yeah.
The quality is actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The quality is pretty good. This is Han Solo. Han Solo is one of my favorites. Han Solo and his Tauntaun with the Hoth gear and stuff like that. Like the sculpts that they're doing for the faces are much better now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I just won't buy. I just won't buy new stuff. New episode.
No. I honestly I have.
Oh my god!
I have no Force Awakens toys. I have no Force Awakens toys. I have no Last Jedi toys. I have only Solo, Rogue One, and all the other Star Wars films. Like the previous Star Wars films. I have those toys. I have those action figures and stuff like that. But anything like within the Force Awakens, I can show you on Amazon right now how cheap they're going for. Like nobody wants them. They're peg warmers. They sit there and they just like you go to Toys R Us. Well, when Toys R Us was open, you go to Toys R Us and they just sit there. Nobody's buying them. Nobody's buying them. They're just sitting there.
That's a shame.
It's real sad. Yeah, real sad. So I mean, next topic we got is the cast of Star Wars Episode 9 updated. But would you guys rather do the Disney Fox merger right now? Or what? What do you want to do?
Let me hear the cast. Let me hear the cast. I think the majority of people's going to be there. Like John Boyega, he's going to reprise his role as Finn. Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac,
Mary Sue. That's her name.
Yeah, Mary Sue.
Mary Sue.
Mary Sue. Mary Sue. Who that?
The girl that does everything. She has no weaknesses.
Magical girl. Yeah.
Magical girl. Okay.
So,
if Darth Maul in, I kind of don't. I don't care.
Oh my goodness.
It'd be trash. You don't throw him in there. I don't care.
I love Darth Maul. I think that's the reason why I enjoyed what was that? Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Naomi Aki is in it. She's Trixie or Black Diamonds. The other Mary Sue, the Black Mary Sue. I'm just upset. Billy D. Williams is going to freaking die. I'm telling you guys.
He's dead. You know for sure he's dead.
They're gonna add. He's
deader than dead.
He's the fuck out of his 45 ass watch.
He's for sure gonna die, man.
Or he's gonna be having sex with a robot because he's pansexual. Either way, I'm not gonna see him.
He might die during that sex, like the robot might blow up on him.
Yeah, he shocked me. She shocked me. So it says right here. So it says Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill confirmed for Star Wars Episode 9.
What is she? CG?
I don't know. Yeah, they're gonna have.
They said they weren't gonna do that.
It's weird. God bless. I mean, like we all love Carrie Fisher. I love Carrie Fisher.
I do.
I love that. I even loved her personality outside of portraying Princess Leia because she was a very down to earth person. She talked about her drug addiction, everything. She was just very down to earth. But I mean, like it's just so odd. You rather, and again, nobody, like please understand where I'm coming from when I say this. You'd rather keep a character or a person that's dead alive within a series rather than keep the ones that are alive. You know what I'm saying? It makes absolutely no sense to me. I just don't understand it. It's just like, it's like getting up from the toilet, wiping your ass with your t-shirt instead of using the toilet paper that's right there. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Disney has revealed the cast of Star Wars Episode 9, which will see the direction return of J.J. Abrams. Among the cast are the expected stars like Daisy Ridley and Oscar Isaac. But it looks like Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill will be back, and we'll even see the return of the late Carrie Fisher as Leia Organa. It will also mark the end of the Skywalker saga. According to StarWars.com, yeah.
Sounds terrible already.
Exactly. Yes. Returning cast members include Ridley, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Isaac, Lupita Nyong'o, Dom Hall Gleason, Kelly Marie Tran, Jonas Suamoto, and Fisher's daughter, Billy Lord. New actors joining the cast of Episode 9 are Naomi Ackie, Lady Macbeth, Doctor Who, and Richard E. Grant, basically everything. Gwendolyn Christie's name is missing, which could mean her on-screen goodbye was permanent, or they just tried to keep it.
The same death she got from the other movie, she's now officially dead? She's not coming back from the garbage dump?
I have no idea.
Because that was dumb, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Her whole character was.
Actors will be joined by Hamill, Anthony Daniels, and Billy D. Williams, who will reprise his role as Lando Calrissian, which was teased
before he dies.
Yeah. Fisher is even returning after her passing with some previously unreleased footage Abrams shot for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. This makes official
deleted scenes. They about to dig out some deleted scenes and be like, here, brand new. Some shit that wasn't even good to make the cut for the last movie watch.
Yeah, it just hit the cutting room floor. Exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna dig up old footage, and be like, here, this that good for the last movie, but we'll touch it up and make it all pretty for this one.
They said they were supposed
Nice.
to use her daughter to create a scene or something in the movie. Her daughter is gonna play Carrie Fisher's role, Leia or something.
Yeah, well, they said we desperately look. Where did I leave off at? Okay, this makes official that Fisher's brother Todd Fisher said late last year. We desperately love Carrie Fisher. Abrams said, finding a truly satisfying conclusion to the Skywalker saga without her eluded us. We were never going to recast or use CG characters. With the support and blessing from her daughter Billy, we have found a way to honor Carrie's legacy and role as Leia. Episode 9. Unseen footage shot together in episode 7. Star Wars Episode 9 starts filming August 1st. J.J. Abrams returns to direct the final installment and co-wrote the screenplay. Composer John Williams, who has scored every chapter in the Star Wars saga since 1977's A New Hope, will return to score this final film in the Skywalker saga. So, I mean, you know, that right there, I mean, it just shows you that.
Wait, I'm reading the rest. It said that they're adding Kerry Russell to the cast?
Yeah.
Why?
Because to replace her, I mean, they got to do something. But all I know is that everybody's posting in bold, "Do not kill Lando."
He gonna die.
No, they
He's
purposely
done.
Oh, he has to.
It's gonna be like
Lando.
It's gonna be like on Goodfellas, man. When frickin' Pesci walks in, it can't be helped.
Yeah, I love that scene when Pesci walked in. He said, pow.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna make me a made man. I'm gonna get made today. Yeah, you're gonna get made, all right.
That's Lando.
They're gonna make me a made man. So, I mean, any closing thoughts on that? You know what I thought? What's his name?
Sounds awful.
That sounds awful.
Agreed.
It does.
What do you think?
Basura.
To see Star Wars 9.
What do you think, Claudy?
What episode 9? I'm gonna probably sit this one out. I'm not gonna see it. I didn't see Solo, a Star Wars story, so I'm not gonna see this one. I didn't even bootleg it. So it doesn't bother me.
I must say, I'm sorry. I didn't like what's his name? I didn't like Force Awakens: The Last Jedi, but I absolutely loved Solo Star Wars. Solo Star Wars.
Right.
It was good.
Rightfully so. It probably was good. My friend,
it was. You know what? All they did was basically just run off of what they already knew about Star Wars, and that's all you have to do with Star Wars. You don't have to add your own little shit.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Tell a story.
Look, I don't have an issue with that. You're right. It probably was like The Crow or whatever. The meaning behind the boycott was because Last Jedi was purposely, and then not only that though, I was called a bigot, man, the misogynist. I love women, so I'm not gonna sit there and have you label me something because I did not like your movie. I didn't like Last Jedi. That's it. So why am I a misogynist?
Speaking of
a man baby, and Josh Whedon, really, dude, I like your stuff. Nah, I don't like your stuff. Call me a man baby.
They call me a man baby.
Yeah, he called me a man baby, and now you're trying to redo Buffy because you want to put black people in it, or
I hate
trans. Come on, no, I'm done with that. Ghostbusters, same thing. Winston was smarter than that black chick in Ghostbusters.
Hey, what's going on?
I didn't even bother seeing it. I completely just ignored the movie.
The trailer was what already super pissed me off.
I don't know. Tell me the jokes in the trailer weren't just cringy. Like, they just seemed incredibly bad.
Scooby-Doo CG.
Over in the chat section, he says, hi. So you saw my comments? Do you see me? Yes, I see you, Moroccan talent, but how are you today? Do I know you? But regardless if I know you're not, thank you so much for stopping through. We greatly enjoy the interaction. Please continue, join in. If you got some comments or questions or things you want me to read off, I'm more than willing to do that. Now, what were you saying, Kenny?
He said Ghostbusters had Scooby-Doo CG.
No, I said all the comedy in the trailer was just really bad. It just turned me off to the whole movie. It wasn't even the fact they were all females. It's just that all the lines in the comedy were really, really bad, just cringy.
Right.
So it wasn't even the fact they were females. Just the movie just seemed bad. Some of these movies are just bad movies, and if you seem to criticize them, you get labeled something. So it makes it almost hard to say anything negative about these awful movies.
Garbage is garbage. If it's garbage, it's like I said, the Incredibles film was garbage, and New Incredibles 2 was garbage.
It was. I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, I saw it already. Me myself.
I don't know. I want to see it after when I saw the trailers, and I was like, and then I saw these stupid reviews, like, you know, they got their own not Rotten Tomatoes, but they got like these. They give it rainbow reviews. How many rainbows they got?
Boy.
Yeah, I'll send you the link, and it was annoying. They gave that movie 4 rainbows out of 5, because the only way I didn't get a perfect 5 out of 5 rainbows because they went back to where the husband started taking leadership roles towards the end. And so they didn't like that because he needed to know his place and take care. Women don't only take care of kids. I'm like, okay, you know what? This is too much. I can't do this. It's too much, man. It's too much.
Instead of telling a good story as the first Incredibles did, it was just you saw exactly what was being portrayed or pushed on you and everything like that. And I mean, like, do you hear anybody else talking about it anymore? No,
nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, because it was a horrible movie.
Same thing for Jurassic Park Fallen World. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Did not live up to the first Incredibles. Me myself, I can watch the first Incredibles anytime I see it. Anytime I see it, I would stop and just turn and look at it because it was that good of a film. This new Incredibles, garbage, complete garbage.
Oh man!
So episode 9, no, I don't know. I'm probably gonna sit it out. I'm not in a rush to go see it like Force Awakens did for me because I always wanted the Star Wars. But until I saw, Force Awakens, I gave it a pass, like I said, because it was just a remake. Technically, now that we know what we know, it seems like they try to reboot Star Wars in Force Awakens because they gave us the same. It was shot for shot almost the same thing as A New Hope.
Right.
But but I liked the way things were going. I gave it a pass because, hey, you know what? They're probably trying to get plots going. And then Last Jedi came out. They need to either redo that, #redo, or if they leave it the way it is, there is no way in hell Joss Whedon can fix that. It's so many. They ended the Star Wars saga right in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you have your girl beating. No, man. Nobody's beating Luke. I don't care. No.
Yeah, because like you have to understand, Star Wars fans, most of your Star Wars fans still got their Star Wars fix by reading the books. So with that being said, they've seen the saga, they've seen the further progression of Luke Skywalker. And that progression was like God tier. Like you were like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Not this motherfucker running around sucking green milk off of animals and all this stuff.
Like, you get the
that's weird.
Throws it behind them. Luke was not like that.
That's weird as hell. Why even include that? That's just strange.
Everybody knows the Luke from Yoda when Luke was meditating and he was like, oh, my friends, they're in danger. I gotta go. You can't leave. And then he just bounced. I gotta go. He goes, he gets his hand cut off. He comes back to finish training. The dude did not give up.
Exactly.
No, right. Don't give me that. And then he was like vicious when he came to see Jabba. Like, what? I'm gonna go see this dude. Dude, come on, no.
Speaking of which, I want to see if you guys agree with me on this one. If like you see how they're pretty much like trying to reprise like Star Wars characters. Like they had Eric Heinrich play Han Solo. You know who I think would play a perfect Luke Skywalker if they were to do like backstories or do like some prequels with Luke Skywalker in it?
Mark Hamill.
No. Old as shit.
Until Mark Hamill dies, no. He can play his role.
CG his face, man. You can put some CG on his face, touch him up.
I got some.
You can young man him. You can young man up a little bit.
I want to hear today's answer.
I got somebody that looked at that would be a perfect young Luke Skywalker.
Who?
Dolph Lundgren.
Sebastian Stan, who played Winter Soldier.
Fuck out of here, man.
Fucking
no.
Well, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm okay with that because are they gonna keep him a man though? They're not gonna make him like a soy boy.
All right, check this out.
I'm listening.
Look at this motherfucker, Luke Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, he was a cool dude, man. I liked him in the Soldier.
I guess, man. I don't know.
I mean, think about it. He would be the
dirty blonde, yeah.
The
Make
name
his hair
is
dirty
Hot
blonde.
Boy. That's all I have to say.
The name over there cruising up.
Skywalker.
I know, right? You got all these hot boys.
Billy D. Williams. Boba Fett.
Last week it was like Clint Eastwood's son for something else, man. Now
Yeah,
this guy.
He had a
Nice,
great
man.
body and whatever. I don't know the name, right?
Mace Windu.
That's
they got hot
terrific.
boys all over the place.
Who else? Justin.
Yeah, Danae, who's hot?
Justin Bieber.
He hot?
Why you want him to be hot?
Dude, you're the one who's showing us hot boys, right?
No, I'm saying, man, who's hot? Who's hot to you, man? I'm just saying.
Count Kenny right here.
Did you say Hell Kitty?
That's a wasted character. That's a wasted character, man. I wish they would have done more Crossbones.
Yeah, Crossbone.
I like the look of him too. I love the look of that character right there too, man. That's a waste.
Yeah, Crossbone.
It's probably too manly.
That looks like my lousy Fallout character with the skull mask who goes around killing and raping people.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You see, people, I'm telling you, 20 years from now, they're going to look at this video and be like, oh, Kenny, this is what he's done. Fire him. I'm telling you. He said his character looks like his character, and he was raping people.
Does. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch me. The last thing I did was burn people alive, and I actually melted a hostage alive and watched their skin melt.
You see? You're the reason why they're going to ban certain video games.
Oh, well, it is what it is, bro. So, next, we're going to talk about the Disney-Fox merger, and then we're going to go into some movie reviews. What do you guys think?
Not a big fan of it.
Nope. I'm against it. I can't believe they let that happen.
But they had no choice till all in one.
It's bad enough Disney already controls like Rotten Tomatoes and all this other stuff, you know, to get bolster their ratings. Now you're going to give them this network.
All the movies are going to look generic and the same now.
All the rated R films and properties that they have, they're just going to turn that shit into like.
They're going to reboot them and let Kathleen Kennedy.
They're going to put it on Netflix.
Yeah.
We're going to push them aside in Netflix. You lost any good chance of having any more R-rated flicks like Logan or whatever. It's with a serious storyline.
And you got people up there. Oh, this is the best thing ever. No, I wanted there are Marvel characters that are dark. Like you can't paint them to be friendly or anything like that. Essentially, Marvel, like what is that? People like the Punisher and Daredevil.
Deadpool rated R?
Who?
Deadpool.
Yeah, but he's more. Deadpool's more or less wacky. He really isn't serious. Disney can work with wacky. You can work with cartoon violence almost.
Yeah, they're gonna soften that up. They're gonna soften a lot of it.
You can turn him into a walking Looney Tune character for the most part to soften up the violence, and it'll be fine.
I think I don't know what else characters Disney has. I mean, Marvel has that's violent, unlike DC, except Daredevil and Punisher.
You got Blade
because you have Elektra. Oh, Blade too. Yeah, that's right, Blade.
Yeah.
Because Electro is violent. I mean, dude, the hand was no joke.
Yeah, but then again, you know what? I'm thinking like this. Maybe they just, but because they said it's a merger. Okay, now that's the word you got to keep in mind there. But you know, we all think like the ones Disney get involved, they are eventually going to swallow them up. You know it. You know they are.
It's Star Wars, Lucasfilms.
Exactly. I mean, like they say it's a merger right now. So with it being a merger, they may just have like license to certain properties. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm just saying this. I don't know if you guys watch South Park. We've seen the truth. South Park has been nothing but truthful and honest. The mouse is a terrorist, bro. Remember how he was raping everything that came his way. He was making deals with Cartman to get whatever he wanted, and then he would rape Cartman. The mouse, bro. We know that's how it works, bro. So I don't trust Disney. Mark Hamill said it best. He didn't. If he knew Disney was gonna buy Lucas, he wouldn't have signed that contract with Star Wars.
Like Disney's mad right now because they're not making money like they did. Like Solo did very bad for them. Solo did very bad for them. They are not happy with them at all. They're not happy with them at all. They are not happy with the Star Wars brand. They're upset. I mean, like they're laying off and firing people left and right. They're trying to, but see, you know what? It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. If they would have asked me, like, look, you got You got you. When did they start filming? I think they start filming in December, right? They started filming and shooting in December.
For what?
I would go on Twitter.
Waiting for episode 9.
Yeah.
No, they didn't even. They started this year, early, like early this year.
Yeah.
They didn't start right away. This is why everybody's like, nah, there. It's a rush job. They went through 2 scripts. He wrote it in like a month.
This is what I would do. If I knew absolutely nothing about Star Wars, all I would do is go to the fans. I'd find the most hardcore, nerd-driven fucking Star Wars fans and so on and so forth that know their shit. And I would be like, I would have a room of at least 100 Star Wars fanatics, aficionados, so on and so forth. And I'd be like, yo, we need to make this Star Wars Episode 9 like blow everything out the water. We need to build this brand back up. Plain and simple. I would sit there in a think tank with these motherfuckers for at least a month, and we would come up with a fantastic Star Wars film. It wouldn't be what I wanted. It would be what the fans wanted. We want this. We want their money. We want their fucking money. So we want them to give us. We want to give these guys what the fuck they want with Star Wars, and that's all it would be. That's it. I would get fans of the series to help me write this new film. No, I wouldn't take every fans or every like Star Wars perfectionist or naturalist into account, but like the shit that would really make that film pop off, it would be like the new, like it would usher in the new age of Star Wars.
We did that. My friend and I, when we did when I was at his house, we were talking about how if we wrote the book, we wrote the script for Episode 9. This is how we would change it. I would have to get the notes. I'll share it with you. And we came up with some. We just asked questions how we can fix that, and we were able to fix it, and it was hot. I liked it. Now, if they gave us writing credit for it, I'd be happy. I would say go watch it because they'll fix it. But we fixed it. I would have to send it to you and show you.
Cool, but see, you know what? That's all they have to do. You run into all these different directors. They scared. A lot of them didn't even follow. They didn't even follow Star Wars. They don't know what Star Wars is about. They get these motherfucking fans. Make a think tank. So all these motherfuckers in a one fucking room. All right, we're gonna pay you motherfuckers something an hour. We need to come up with a Star Wars film.
For Avengers. For Avengers with what's his name? You know the director, right?
Yeah.
See, Marvel, Feige is really smart. He had the guys who did the action that worked on John Wick to do the direction for that. Because if you didn't know anything of those things, they had certain people that would take care of those departments. Instead of having, the Force's women handle all this stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Force is female.
Disney got nobody to blame but Disney. Nobody told them.
No, but actually, Disney did have a meeting with the whole Lucasfilms, but they wanted to replace Kathleen Kennedy, but no one wanted to step up to take her place. No one, and so they had to leave her.
Hell no, nobody, man. Ain't nobody
trying to run that.
You had who is it? They asked everybody. They were like, nope, because it's too fucked up right now. It's too messed up. It's messed up. Not only that, they would have to work with. They would have to work with the people that were under Kathleen Kennedy. It's not leaving just because they're getting rid of Kathleen Kennedy. Don't mean they're getting rid of her staff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like some of them are like Kathleen Kennedy loyalists and everything like that. And like they would cause a problem. So yeah, they like, nah, bro, I'm good. You know what? But on that next series, hit me up, bro. I got you. But I'm gonna just sit this one out. You know what I mean? We good, but I'm this one out, my bro. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, any closing thoughts on that? For Star Wars Episode 9, what do you guys think? Like, what do you think? Do you think they're gonna kill off Lando or what?
Yeah, they might as well.
Yeah,
he dead.
They might make him a force. They might make him a force ghost.
He dead.
They might make him a force ghost.
He dead.
There you go. I sent you the picture, Jimmy.
Episode 9. My final thoughts. Just no. Just plain no. Yeah. I don't want to see it. Yeah. Like, I'm kind of like over it already.
I'm gonna go see it. Not that I'm looking forward to it. But I want to see a bigger mess that they make of the shit. I want to see them like there's a pile of shit on the floor right now. I want to see them put the pile of it's a heaping pile of shit on the floor right now. I want to see them take the cake beater and put it inside it and then splash all over the fucking room and get in everybody's mouths and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid, man.
You know what I'm saying? It can't get no worse than what it is. But then again, it can. It can. I've seen it. I've seen it. Trust me. Trust me. You're talking to a man that worked at a go-go bar most of his life. I've seen shit get worse.
Right.
So moving right along, we're going to go into a couple of movie and TV reviews and some trailers. And the movie I watched, though, I watched a couple of movies this week. I didn't really pull out any hits or anything like that. I'm going to tell you right now. I watched this movie on Netflix called How It Ends. All right? Mm-hmm. Now, that film, to me, it started out well. It attracted me because I'm a big fan of Forrest Whitaker. But I feel as though it just you ever read a book or watched a movie where you can tell like two people wrote it, or like when they got towards the end they didn't know what to do or they were running out of time. They're like, and yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna leave it like that. And there you go. That's how I felt with this film. It started out very well. It was kind of climactic. It had its build up, but then towards the end, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? I watched all of this for that. That's how I felt with this film. Kenny, you told me you checked it out. Did anybody check out Netflix's new How It Ends?
I saw the trailer for it.
Didn't get a chance to.
I'm gonna check it out since it's Netflix. You know, and if I don't like it, I'll just stop it. But it looks interesting from the trailer, so I'll definitely give it a shot.
It was all over it wasn't all over the place. Let me correct myself. It was pretty much like left so open-ended to where you was like, I thought it was a series at first. When the movie was going off, I thought it was a series and maybe a next episode. But that was one solid movie. And it was good. It started out well, had nice pacing, but then after a while, it just went off the rails and it became, you're like, okay, well, maybe this is about to happen. And then the feeling I got from that after I finished watching How It Ends was a feeling of feeling incomplete. I just felt as though like I was like jerked off and didn't come. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like it just wasn't. It had potential, but it just went way off the rails. So I would say, out of 10 nerd pins, I would give it a 5 out of 10 nerd pins.
Wow.
That's it. A 5. I would say definitely it's not no big importance to hurry up and to watch this film.
Half
you
score,
pass on it. Yeah, you could definitely pass on it. Sci-Fi Channel type quality in terms of like
that's a shame.
Yeah, and it had potential.
That's already a shame.
When you get around to watching it, and I'm not trying to sway your opinion on it because you may like it, but the ending is what ruined that film. It was a great film. It had potential, and it had great actors that they didn't utilize to the full potential. So
you just clued me off on one thing, though, right when you said sci-fi effects. There are a lot of movies on Netflix that do that, where you start watching because the cover looks good, but as soon as they start, it looks like a damn Sci-Fi Channel movie, man.
Exactly.
So
I agree.
it sounds like
and another one that was the film
movies on Netflix.
Yeah, but you know what? That's another movie that was like that I didn't. And again, like, you know, sometimes I will give a film a chance. But sometimes when I see it's totally like when it's trying to be something or plagiarize something that I know and it looks horrible, or like it's just the graphics of this shit, I just pretty much like I just leave it alone. I just leave it alone. I just leave it alone. And that's what happened with this what's the name of that? How It Ends. A friend of mine named Jeff.
How It Ends, huh?
Everybody was suggesting it to me, and I was like, oh great, this will be cool. But then when I watched it, it started out very well. I was really into it. And then after a while, I was like, garbage. I was like complete garbage. And I didn't feel like watching it anymore. But I watched it to its entirety. And then like it lost me. It completely lost me. So, I mean, like, you know, that right there.
I'll be sure to check it out.
Check it out when like you have time or whatever the case may be. Like, again, I said I give it 5 nerd pins out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm sure. I was actually gonna check it out, man, but I fell asleep to a bunch of noise frequencies on YouTube. So I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now the next trailer I saw was the Reign of Superman. Did anybody see the trailer for Reign of Superman? I want to play it on here, but last time I played shit on here,
yeah, don't.
It gets dicey if you do.
Yeah, somebody's monitoring. Like, they said something. Flag.
Yeah.
Anything DCEU?
Play trailers all the fucking time. They don't get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Angry Joe and whatever. Yeah, but DCEU, I can't complain. They haven't dropped an eggshell on me.
Not at all. Now their animated series are absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love their animated.
Yep. Love their animated movies.
Watch too many animated series that I have been disappointed with. My favorite ones out of the amongst many are the what was that Flash? What's Justice League Flashpoint Paradox? Absolutely love that. What was that? God, what was that? It was the one where they had like a featurette of the Spectre in it, and it was the God, what was that one? Well, Batman Under the Red Hood, very good. Absolutely love that one. These are all the animated films. There are no live action ones for people out there that are listening or watching. What was the other one? God, it's just so many.
Dark Knight Returns was phenomenal with RoboCop as the voice.
Yeah. Though
I'm gonna check out The Killing Joke later on.
Oh yes, Killing Joke was very good.
That got a lot of mixed
Killing
reviews.
Joke, that Batman one. What was the name of the one? It just came out around about last year. It was a Victorian style Batman.
Gotham by Gaslight. I heard that was pretty good. I was gonna check that out too.
Very good. I totally enjoyed that. Gotham by Gaslight was good. There's a lot of DC animated films that are absolutely phenomenal.
The Killing Joke was the one that was controversial. A lot of people were mixed about it. They didn't like a lot of the stuff because
of course they didn't like it because DC storytelling and DC comics are not they're like adult driven.
Yeah, a lot of people were a little upset with what happened with Batgirl.
But that's what he did. That's what he did.
But, yeah, I know, and
that's what he did.
But I thought it was cool as heck. I don't know. I guess because it was Batgirl, that's why. It was Batboy, it would probably be different, but okay.
I enjoyed Batman Gotham Knight. I enjoyed that one because that was like a culmination of different artists coming together and just like showing off their
that was dope.
Animation prowess. You know what I mean?
It was like the Matrix thing they did a few years ago.
Exactly. I mean, there's so many. Green Lantern, Emerald Knights. I enjoyed Green Lantern First Flight. I even happened to see Teen Titans Go movie. It was hilarious because now don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people don't like it because of the comedic aspect that it entails or it has within it. But in a way, being I'm a person that tries anything, I try not to stay too geriatric in terms of like how I view things. I try to look at it from different perspectives. And I do initially when Cartoon Network was slating, what was that? Teen Titans Go. I didn't like it because I saw the animation and I was like, fuck it, this is garbage. But I look at it for the comedy show it is, and it's fucking hilarious. No, it's not like the Teen Titans that we, like the high, what was that? High Puffy Amiyumi thing too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Teen Titans like that one, but it's hilarious. It's a whether you know it or not, there are a lot of adult, nod-driven jokes within that show.
You're right. You're right. Actually, you're right because I will get smacked and watch some Teen Titans Go, and there's some funny stuff in there. Hey, man.
Funny as
fuck. That's a pretty good show.
It's funny as hell. Does it you got to look at them as two separate entities. Like one is the comedy relief version, and one is the one we love for the action.
I posted on Facebook because I'm a music journalist, a music buff as well. They have an episode of Teen Titans Go where Robin made a Belle Biv DeVoe reference.
Yes, I saw hilarious. That. Yes. Yep.
That was hilarious.
It's funny as hell. I didn't believe, like I said, I'm willing to try anything once. So I went and saw this Teen Titans Go film, right? It was fucking hilarious. It was funny. And at the end, I don't want to kill it for anybody, but I don't know. But at the end, there's a very big treat. for people who love Teen Titans, the original, like the animated series that used to show back in the early 2000s. It was very good. It was funny. It was funny. It had a little. It had some good adult-driven jokes. It didn't feel like it was pushing certain agendas. It was just as wacky as the cartoon that comes on TV. So if you like the comedy that's within Teen Titans Go, you'll like this movie. It's full of hilarity. It's full of dark comedy. It has its nods. It's good for both family and adults to go to. It has that perfect balance. Like adults will get the jokes and kids will get the jokes. Get the jokes that are meant for them. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Shrek is. Like Shrek to me was absolutely hilarious, especially that one time when they caught the gingerbread man with the thong. They were like, "Look, he has a thong!" Like that, and they and all that time when they were getting shaken down, and the cat had a pack of the cat. You're like, "What's this?" You're like, "That's not mine."
Like, that's not mine.
I don't know. I guess I gotta give it time. I guess, but
yeah, give it a chance, Claudy.
But I guess you're gonna go see Teen Titans Go to the movies then.
Yeah, that's the movie I'm talking about.
That's the one. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just so like I don't like that look. And I'm gonna have to like show you the book and see what I'm talking about, like what I'm into and what I draw, and so I'll have to show you the graphic novel.
No, don't get me wrong. That's the main reason why I didn't like Teen Titans Go. But I first started watching it. But I gave it a chance. Like I'm going to watch this She-Ra shit, and I know it's going to be garbage. I know it's going to be garbage, but I'm still going to give it a chance, even though I don't even like She-Ra. But being that I review movies, I have to give everything a chance to give it my honest opinion.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. Suffer for everyone.
But well, think about it. I didn't want to go see Solo. I went and saw it. Now, I mean, I absolutely love the film. Love it. Absolutely love it. I loved Solo: A Star Wars Story. I loved both one.
I don't know, man. The soy cot is real with me.
It is. But
every Star Wars.
You gotta watch Solo: A Star Wars Story. If you're a classic fan of Star Wars, you will like Solo: A Star Wars Story.
I have to see Solo.
It's good. It's actually
still
good.
Haven't seen it myself.
It's actually very good. Please, guys, give it a chance. Give it a chance.
You've been selling this movie super hard.
I know, right? That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to. He wants Disney to not stop making Star Wars. Bro, I'm not trying to see no new episode. I'm trying to prevent Star Wars from ruining the reputation of the Game of Thrones guys. That's all. So we need to not let them make the movie so they don't get shafted. Pretty soon we're gonna see 20 years of stuff those guys did with some girl or something. You know, why is nobody going after Bill Clinton? with the child scam with the Clinton Foundation. Why is he okay?
Lolita Island, yeah.
Yeah, so what's going on? You know, when is he gonna get called out? That's all I'm just saying, you know. I'm just look. The Game of Thrones better not be hurt because these guys get fired by HBO or something because of some nonsense. I still want my Game of Thrones.
All right. Well, next we got up.
Game of Thrones has some good, strong women in there. So any women viewers that are watching it and hating right now, no, it's got some great women in there. Yes, I love and hate Cersei.
Me too. I love Game of Thrones. Absolutely love Game of Thrones. Love Game of Thrones. So moving right along, they slated. I don't know if you guys ever watched this, and if you did, you definitely got to give this a chance. They slated season 2 of Altered Carbon. Now
I'm gonna see it.
Now I
just started watching Altered Carbon, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yo, listen to me when I tell you, Kenny. You will like Altered Carbon. I really believe you will like Altered Carbon. It's actually fucking good. It gets even better as it goes along. Because at first it looked so. Now, see, here's the thing. It's one of those things where it looks like garbage in the beginning, but as it go along, it got better. Because like from the beginning, I thought it was like, oh man, it's gonna be some old fake ass Blade Runner type knockoff shit, and in a way it is, but in a way it's not. Because I come to find out, which recently, and it's very odd of me that I didn't look this up, because whenever I find something that I pretty much like, sometimes I try to see if there's a book adaptation. And Altered Carbon was very good. That series was good from beginning till end. Beginning till end. Very good. Very good. I mean, like, I don't want to just like divulge too much for you to it, like you know, you get like, because Kenny, I honestly want you to come back later and tell me what you think of the series after you watch it. But it's very, very, very good. And I'm very happy that they slated a second season for it, because I can't wait to watch the shit. Believe me. But I hear that Anthony Mackie is going to be the new protagonist versus Joel Kinnaman, who was Takeshi Kovacs. So I mean, like, you know, that I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be real good. And for anybody who hasn't watched, what was that? Altered Carbon, give it a chance. Very good film. Very good series, rather. Very good series. Much better than what I expected. The fight choreography is good. The acting is great. The plot twists are absolutely amazing. I mean, have you ever read the book, Claudy?
No, I haven't. With all the Netflix, the stuff that come from books to series, I haven't gotten caught up with it yet. Yeah. I've been busy with this other stuff, and of course school too. So get into it, because I'm gonna watch it. Same thing with there's a bunch of stuff that I've started watching or catching up to, because I didn't even finish seeing second season of Stranger Things yet. So
you're not missing anything. I thought it was horrible. In my opinion, I thought second season was the weakest one. The first one was bang it. Second season was like pretty much like a snore fest. Not even gonna lie. And I love Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things.
Okay, I blame you if I don't like it now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, you should have watched second season by now, bro. That shit been out almost 2 years. Like, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I'm slow right now.
But no, Altered Carbon is very good. So Kenny, Mika, Professor Claudy, definitely check it out.
Professor, okay.
Yeah, Professor Claudy. Professor Claudy, my man.
Professor Claudy, all right.
Professor, okay.
Next up, we have, what's the other one? Oh, a new Dragon Ball Super trailer. Did you hear about that with Broly in it?
What?
Broly? Come on. I mean,
Broly's in the new Dragon Ball Super trailer.
Well, they don't kill nobody.
The legendary Saiyan.
I don't know. If I didn't like the Super series anyway. It just was far from the DBZ films that I'm used to watching. I mean, people died, and I don't know. I think they made it too kid friendly.
Yeah, I agree too. I agree, because like you know us, we was getting the import tapes and stuff like that with the blood in it and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It seems like Kenny is the type of person that would watch something like that.
No, I don't like Dragon Ball at all. Never liked any of them.
He said
I like Fist of the North Star, so I was used to more detailed shit. I hated the look of it.
In fact,
there you go.
Dead.
I like heads exploding due to pressure point touches.
Oh, so
now the thing about Dragon Ball was the simplistic look of it, and I never really got into the art style of it. That was my problem with it, just the look.
Yeah. I don't know if hopefully I don't get tagged for us showing this trailer.
You know you will.
I know. All right, so I won't do it.
You know you will. At least don't put the sound.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put a link to the trailer that you're showing, that might be all right.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just put like a link or whatever the case may be, so people can see it.
So wait, so Broly's gonna be God mode? I mean, come on, these Vegeta and them can't lose. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. So what's Broly's power limit now? Is he blue?
I have no idea. I know with the S series, with the Dragon Ball Super, with the S series, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I want, I'm used to like adult themed and violence in my anime. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even in Dragon Ball Z, you saw murder, you saw blood. Like, they didn't come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where like in this one, you can tell they really wanted this to be kid friendly. And I was like, I watched it, and it had pretty decent anime. You can tell the episodes that the budget went above and beyond, or they pretty much like pushed the full budget into it, and you can tell the episodes when like it was just like meh. You know what I'm saying?
I think they did it I don't think they did it for us for the Western. I think it was more for a Japanese audience.
No, but
They
the
wanted that.
Japanese audience, they're pretty much adept. Like they accept violence and shit like that and death in their fucking anime. I don't know how the culture
That
is
is
now.
true. But it's part of the Shonen Jump, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
You see, Shonen
You're
Jump
right.
is more
You're
for
right.
kids.
You're right. It's part of Shonen Jump now. So yeah, you're right. There you go. That's that. And that's that.
Because when I was in Japan, that's what differentiated like your Shingeki no Kyojin or Attack on Titans is not part of that because it's more for it's too mature.
Right.
So yeah, I can. That's probably why.
Okay. Next film I had the honor of you know what? It's one of you ever watched the film where like you were about to turn it off, but the ending made like redeemed the film. The ending made you the ending. You was like, oh, okay, not bad at all.
Yeah.
So I recently
There's a couple movies.
Yeah, I watched this film on Netflix, right? Called Extermination, right? Anybody watch that one?
I didn't see that one.
Okay, so I watched Extermination, and I can say that I was definitely going to turn it off within like 30 minutes. I watched it all the way through. And again, like Kenny said, the costumes and everything are pretty much like cosplay quality with a little bit of dark over. Like they'll put like they'll give it like a dark camera to give it a little bit more edginess.
Make it dirty.
Like the Titans trailer we saw.
Mm-hmm. But Extermination actually was pretty. How can I say? I would say it's not something I would say rush out and watch, but it is a decent watch. It's a decent watch. It's a one-time watch. It's a one-time watch. Me saying that because it's another sci-fi channel quality type film, but
there's some decent ones on Netflix though. When you say sci-fi channel quality, there really are. There's some aren't that bad, man.
There are, but I mean, this one right here, it was definitely gonna lose me because at one point it was just like I was like, this is fucking horrible. But then I kept watching it, and it turned out better. I'll divulge a little bit of story for you because I'm trying to pull up an article on it real quick, but it's essentially the human race is being exterminated by both parties, but you come to find out the party that you're rooting for is in a way kind of like the bad guy. And the ending, you're like, oh shit. Like, okay, all right, I can work with that because it harkens back to kind of like a Blade Runner thing. It's kind of like a Blade Runner thing. Just a little bit more open-ended and more blatant. Not as convoluted as Blade Runner is, even though I love Blade Runner. I remember reading the books, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? It's good, but yeah, I would say, because I'm trying not to kill it for you guys, if you're definitely gonna watch it. I mean, if you're gonna watch it, let me know. If you're not, I'll kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
All right. Then definitely give it a try. Give it a try. Again, it's another.
I'll check it out.
This was a week of releases that were like mediocre. They were mediocre releases. So where like I was like, okay, all right. I would say I've watched one, and that was what was that? What's the name of that shit? Mission Impossible Fallout. I watched that one. I went to the movies, saw that one, and I was actually I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it is because I stripped myself of all logic because a lot of things that happened in there, you have to understand, they made no sense. But you watch Mission Impossible films for the cool gadgets, the action and stuff like that. And I can definitely say this film had action. They spent a good budget on these stunts. It's not all CGI. Some CGI was in it, but like you can tell these were actual like fucking stunts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because Tom Cruise can't die.
Yeah, well, essentially in this one, they made him God tier too. Like, I mean, like Tom Cruise is just like the end all be all to like secret agents and stuff like that. And I love Tom Cruise. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. I mean, I think I let you guys know that a couple of shows back, but
no,
I
like Mission Impossible.
Me too.
I was debating if I was gonna go see it because you know who directed it, who's the producer of that movie.
It's good. It's good.
I've seen the first two. I haven't seen the other two. I need to see that though.
You have to look at them for what they are.
I'm checking it out.
Yeah,
they're fun movies. They're just fun movies.
Exactly, exactly. And if you look at it like that, then you'll completely enjoy this film. I mean, like, yeah, intellectuals like ourselves or people with like a modicum of intellect, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, that made no sense. But you don't go to watch Mission Impossible films for that shit. They're mild sci-fi action espionage films. That's what they are. You know what I mean? So with that being said, there were stunts. The choreography was absolutely fantastic. What's his name? The guy that played Superman that played the main villain or like the yeah. He did an excellent job. Excellent job. I actually love this. It shows his versatility as an actor. I definitely enjoyed it. I totally enjoyed that. I wasn't disappointed with it. I would say if you're going to see a film this week or next week, like here recently, go see Mission Impossible Fallout. It's worth it. It's worth it. I didn't feel like I was shortchanged and stuff like that. Again, Kenny, like you said, you go in there looking at it for what it is, and you enjoy it.
Yeah, just to have fun.
Yeah. Ethan Hunt was his typical Ethan Hunt, but he got fucked up a lot in this film, and that's what I like. I like to see when my heroes get fucked up, but keep it going. Yeah, Henry Cavill, he did a great job. He did a great job as August Walker. Absolutely loved him. Yeah, I've
seen a few other movies that he played in, and he's a pretty good actor. So,
which one?
I forgot the name. It was like some spy movie that he was in. This was before he turned into Superman.
Oh, okay. You talking about Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very good in the film. He was the opposing agent slash assassin everything. And the choreography, even though you can tell it was choreographed, it was done very well. Some parts of it really looked like a fight, but it looked like people that really knew martial arts doing it. It didn't look like Iron Fist where like they clunking into each other. They looked sloppy and feet, like arms flailing and feet bending over and shit like that. It was very good. It was well executed. It was well done. I mean, again, a lot of people go into these films, especially when it's something like Mission Impossible. They're looking at it to be like, how can I say, military-based accurate, and it's not. Or like,
you're not gonna get that from these movies.
Exactly. Like,
that's silly.
Oh, that number should have been such as bro.
That's silly.
It's an action film because it was one guy in there in the movie theater. He was like, "Oh no, that's the wrong code. If you're going, you have to start out." I said, "Bro, it's an action film, bro. Shut the fuck up." Like,
I can see Kenny now saying, "Dave, that's not how you do it. That's how you do the roundhouse kick."
Yeah, no. The choreography was the fight scenes were phenomenal. The action scenes were phenomenal. The chase scenes were absolutely amazing. I loved it. I loved it for what it is. I miss a good testosterone, action-driven, adrenaline-fueled action film like that. I miss things like that. There was no forced agendas. I didn't feel like like any SJW shit was thrown into it. It was a good action film. That's all I wanted.
I doubt Tom Cruise would allow it.
Well, whatever it was, they did it, and I mean, it worked. It definitely worked. Ving Rhames, he did a good job. Alec Baldwin, he did a good job. Everybody in there pretty much played the characters well, or whatever, like they were supposed to do. It panned off well. It panned off very good. I enjoyed it. To the fullest. So I would say out of 10 nerd pins, I'd give that one an 8. An 8. Because honestly, it was a little bit long in the tooth, but I mean, it was a long film. I would actually say that film felt like it was like 3-4 hours fucking long. Maybe it's because my ADD.
That's what I heard. It was like nearly 3 hours long.
Yeah, maybe it was because my ADHD kicked in. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like points where I actually just wanted to leave or anything like that. When the action came through, it came through, and it lasted for a while. So it lets me know they went into a big budget to make this film. They made it action-packed, whatever the case may be. Don't go in there looking for like military accurate fucking codes and weaponry and all that other shit. It's an action film.
Right.
action film. It's Mission Impossible. Even the series back in the day was pretty much like it was like a mockery of like spies and shit like that, and you know, espionage films, shit like that. Don't go in there looking at it with complete logic or anything like that. Just like I told people with the Deadpool film, just go in there to have fun and watch a good action film. So I mean, moving right along, I ran into what was that? I sat back and watched Mother. Anybody watch that?
Which one?
Mother.
I wanted to see that.
I loved it.
I wanted to see that.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. With
please don't say anything about it. Please do not spoil it for me.
If you know anything, I'll just tell you this much. If you know anything about the Bible, you completely understand it. And no matter what religion you are, if you know even a small semblance of the Bible, you totally get it. And you get it completely. It has some, how can I say, some really unnerving, gut-wrenching scenes in there. But what I like is that it started out, I mean, how can I say? It started out with like a slow boil to where like the pot just caught on fire. Shit it was complete chaos. Within like by 30 minutes into the film becomes complete chaos and bedlam all over it's just all over the place. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell happened? Motherfuckers coming into a house and shit like that. And the main part why I like it, the main part that like really resonated with me, that made me want to see this film, was when Javier Bardem she said, why are they here? He was like, they've come to see me. They come to see me. And she was like, no, you got to get them out the house. And the more people she told them to get out the house, the more crowded the house became, to where it just came. It was just wild. It's a wild film. It kind of like, it reminds me, what film does it remind me of that were similar to this? Because it's done in a very poetic style, to where like you're like, what the fuck is happening? But you start to make sense of it all. You really start to make sense of it all, because you start seeing where the problem lies, or what things are problematic within everyone coming into our home. You know what I mean? And again, if you know anything about the Bible, and I'm not getting religious with anybody here or anything like that, but if you know anything about the Bible, the majority of most Bibles, you will know where this film is going. You know exactly where this film is going and where it's going to end. And it's very good. It's very good. Again, I wouldn't say it's for everybody. It's a bit unnerving for some people. It's a bit like abrasive in terms of like the director's storytelling, the writer's storytelling, and everything like that. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I love.
So how many nerd pins?
It's going to be a cult classic. I tell you that much. It's going to be a cult classic.
Why didn't you just say he's the director of Black Swan? You had me at Black Swan.
Did you like Black Swan?
Yes.
I think
Black Swan was good.
You'll love this.
All right, that's all you should have said. You like Black Swan? Go watch it. You had me there.
Yeah, but you know what? I try to like give everybody a little bit of it, because a lot of times when I just tell them like go watch it, they be like, "Yo, you didn't tell me it was going to be," and you didn't say that person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because I remember this one time, because again, if anybody knows me, I'm a connoisseur of odd films and like independent films, and I directed a friend of mine. They said, "Yo, I want to see like a real hardcore, like cultish or like a weird film." I said, okay, I have two films for you. I said, go watch a Serbian film and go watch Antichrist with William Dafoe.
Serbian film is a good one.
Yeah, they came back. Oh, that was fucked up. Why you do that? Yo, you didn't tell me. You know, and then like, you know, they up here trying to judge me as a person because I directed them towards those films. But you asked me, motherfucker. So like now, you know, I'm pretty much trying to give a small synopsis or like, you know, of what the films that I'm speaking of, or give a review on what they entail. And like I said before, it's a bit biblical. It has a lot of biblical references in it. I mean, like you said, the director, what was this? Darren Aronofsky. He's the one who directed Black Swan, right? Yeah, he did this. So you know the storytelling is going to be very like very, how can I say, his storytelling is very obscure, yet it's abrasive and trenchant. And like when it does come to a shocking scene, you're like, oh shit. And the cinematography on here is absolutely amazing. I loved it. So Mother is like, to me, I would say it's a sleeper hit. I mean, like IMDb gave it a 6.7, but I actually enjoyed it. It's not for everyone. And it's one of those films that's going to have a cult following.
All right.
Yeah,
how many
so for me, and this is me just speaking personally, I would give it how many? I would say what? I would give it 7 nerd pins out of 10.
Okay.
7 nerd pins out of 10 that it gets.
Okay, I will definitely check that out. I will do that anyway. So that is perfect. Word.
Okay, next film I want to check out for you guys is the next one I want to speak on is that fucking do not waste your time with this. You can spend more time masturbating with a cheese grater and have more fun. Don't go watch this Godzilla fucking what's the name of this shit? Godzilla.
I hate the look of it.
The Godzilla, the Netflix Godzilla 2, or whatever the fuck it is. Netflix Godzilla 2. No, it's bad. It's bad. And you know what? Everything within me was telling me not to watch this shit, right? Man, I watched this shit before I went to bed and I just wanted it over. You know what it felt like? Felt like I was watching? It felt like I was watching helicopters go around the Statue of Liberty. Oh, the whole time. That's it. He moved stiff. He didn't fight no other kaiju. They flew around. They literally flew around this motherfucker for at least 45 minutes in mech suits. Just flying around him. And see, I'm not a big fan of CGI anime anyway. So you have to be good for me to grasp onto your CGI shit, which is the reason why I like the Voltron series, because Voltron series, they at least told like a good story with their CGI animation, and the action was on par. Now, the shit you saying they doing with Shiro is absolutely wrong, and it's unnecessary. You don't have to do this shit. But
remember the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla cartoon?
Yeah.
That's the only cartoon
something. 9 stories high. He breathes white fire, some shit like that. And I remember that shit. I used to watch that shit as a little fucking kid. I used to love that shit.
Me too. That's the only cartoon from Godzilla I respect. Other than that, kick rocks. Word.
Shit, that's the only cartoon I absolutely love. Like I actually loved a lot of Hanna-Barbera shit. But then when I started getting, my mother started exposing me to anime, I started drawing. Like I started looking at like, I don't like this Hanna-Barbera shit, because once you start watching anime or watching Japanese drawn cartoons, your whole outlook on like American drawn, especially Hanna-Barbera cartoons, get thrown out the shitter. You be like, they ain't do no shading, there's no darkening, there's no fucking lines or anything like that. The animation still is garbage, and you know what I'm saying? Limited animation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell a lot of people in the 80s, we received quality cartooning animators and drawers back then. A lot of that shit, a lot of cartoons that you grew to love, especially like, what was that, Gummy Bears, shit like Gummy Bears, Inspector Gadget, Heathcliff. Those were all Asian drawn cartoons. A lot of people.
Care Bears, Rainbow Bright.
Dennis the Menace was a thing too, Japanese.
Dennis the Menace was Asian drawn. Like we're talking about the ones closer towards the mid 80s, because there was a Dennis the Menace and Marmaduke and a Heathcliff.
Jem. I had a crush on Jem.
Yeah, Jem was Japanese. That was done with Sunbow, which you hired Toei Animation. Toei Animation.
We outsourced a lot of our stuff.
Of course we did, and that's the reason why the cartoons did so well. That's the reason why the cartoons did so fucking well. Even to today, I will give you a cartoon. And right now, I'll give you a syndicated cartoon that stands up to the majority of this shit that's out here, and that's Bionic 6. Bionic 6 was.
Wow, I remember that.
Brother One.
And animated. I don't see how they ran that many episodes on that budget, because when you look back at the budget, they had go watch some of those episodes. There was top-notch animation.
You know you didn't like no Bionics. You like Captain Planet.
I hated Captain Planet.
Awful.
I hated Captain Planet. I never liked Captain.
He didn't like Captain Planet because there was no. He didn't like the black dude.
No, I didn't.
That was like a punishment cartoon.
They gave him Earth.
Combined. No, I want somebody.
They gave him Earth because it was from Africa. See how racist that was?
Actually, that's the only motherfucker I liked in there. When they turned into Captain Planet, I felt like it was the punishment cartoon. I didn't like it. I want to see.
It was educational.
Yeah, I want to see something blow up. I want to see him.
I don't want to watch that trash.
As it went along, the animation and artwork got shittier and shittier. Within the first season, it was pretty decent animation because I think DIC was doing it, and DIC had a lot of Asian. They had a lot of Asian animators. You know what I'm saying? But as it went along, it got shittier and shittier, and I was just like, when I would hear the theme song, I'd be like, oh shit! I would just jump up to turn the channel and put a tape in, put a VCR tape in, something like Robotech or some shit like that. I couldn't stand Captain Planet. I couldn't stand Captain.
Hanna-Barbera was our stuff, though, right?
Hanna-Barbera. Well, see, here's the thing.
Like Thundar.
No, now Thundar the Barbarian was my shit. I'm sorry.
That wasn't Japanese anime, though.
No, it wasn't Japanese animated.
That was American. That was us.
It was. Hear me out, Claudy. Trust me. I know my animation, brother. I know my animation. Trust me. Hanna-Barbera was Ruby Spears, if I'm not mistaken. They hired a lot of American artists, but it was still good storytelling. Very good storytelling. Not to mention they used a lot of motion capture in their cartoons. Now, early Hanna-Barbera cartoons, the animation was shit, but the storyline was hardcore. If you ever watched Space Ghost, he made sure he killed someone and killed at least 2 or 3 people within a 10-minute span in that cartoon. He would eradicate planets in that cartoon. It was very violent. You ever watch Space Ghost? It was a very violent cartoon. The Hercules.
Yeah, Space Ghost. Pirates of Dark Water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pirates of Dark Water.
Great.
Great stuff. It was still very well animated. I think Bagdasarius, who did the animation for that? I think was it Bagdasarius? It was one of them that did the animation for that. But the storyline is what carried it. And yes, you saw a lot of motherfuckers die in Pirates of Dark Water. That Dark Water come through, it was straight eating motherfuckers.
Yeah, all the villains were getting.
Yeah, they was getting eaten. And sometimes you would see the villains take over a ship, and you'll see them.
So you telling me the Harlem Globetrotters that Hanna-Barbera did was Japanese animation?
Yes.
I never said that. I never said Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera didn't wise up. That company didn't wise up till like it was towards the end because
that was in the 70s, 1970s.
Yeah, that was like in the 70s and shit like that. 80s, late 70s, 80s. We was getting some top quality animation. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
We had Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo show.
Tom and Jerry wasn't Japanese animated, bro.
No, it wasn't.
But that was Hanna-Barbera, though.
Yeah, but listen to me.
I remember like Hanna-Barbera. Well, like when I was growing up watching Hanna-Barbera, it was like I'm a girl, so I was watching fucking Pound Puppies. I was watching Fantastic Max, Midnight Patrol, and nobody remembers this shit. Yeah, I know you remember it,
but the ones who did well, honestly, the ones who did well were usually the ones that were Japanese animated. The cartoons that had a decent longevity was the ones that were Japanese animated, minus the Smurfs, and there was another one that was syndicated for quite a long time. But most of the ones that did the best were the Japanese animated ones or the Asian animated and drawn ones, like perfect example. Another well drawn animated series from the 80s, and we'll close out with Godzilla. Like in terms of the movie reviews, we'll close out on that. Because after this, I mean, if you want to pretty much present yourself to us and let the people out there, the audience know who you are, you want to save that for another show, it's up to you. But another very well drawn.
My name is Ms.Mika Sykes. I'm totally boring. You do not want to get to know me.
No, I think you're a wonderful person.
I am a journalist. I am a DJ. I am just a chick with fucking connections, and I write for a magazine called Urban Magazine. I recently did an article with a female DJ by the name of DJ Olivia Dope, which is out now. If you check my Instagram out, look in the highlights, click on the link, you can read it right there. And I also do promotions for Def Jam and Rock Nation from time to time. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
All right. Any things you like to like? What do you do as a profession? Like, tell them some of your talents that you do. I mean, like, I don't know if you can divulge this stuff or anything like that, but you know, if not, we completely understand. But anything else you would want them to know? Anything else you want to plug or like, you know?
Oh yes,
the audience. I want my.
Wait. My birthday is in another week,
right.
August 7th.
There we go. I knew you was forgetting
on that
stuff.
day,
That's why I pushed it. That's why I pushed it.
On that day, I am throwing a Die Hard party in Bushwick. If you live in New York and you love Die Hard, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of Die Hard with the Die Hard party. Yes, people will be coming, quote unquote, cosplay. I got people coming as John McClane, Hans Gruber. Some people coming in as fucking Sergeant Al Powell. And that's how I'm gonna kick in the big 4-0. Yeah, like there's gonna be food and everything. So it's at the Cobra Club. That's the name of the bar, the Cobra Club, 6 Wyckoff Avenue on the corner of Jefferson. Take the L there. That's on the 7th. On the 9th, I'm having another birthday party at Jimmy's 38 NYC 156 West 38th Street, right, between 6th and 7th.
Right.
And yeah, like you gotta come dressed to impress. Hosted by Def Jam Shampoo. And yeah, there'll be a birthday party in my honor. So awesome. If y'all can make it.
So you're doing a black birthday party all week long, right? All week.
I'm doing a white birthday party and I'm doing a black birthday party.
I hear you. Be sure to give me that information. Hey, Apple Vipers, how are you, brother? Good to see you. Be sure to give me that information so that I can like put that down. Do you want me to put this in the description below or?
Yes, please, yes.
So after the show, make sure you give me that information. Yeah. Make sure you give me the information so I can list it down below.
I'll be right back.
Sure, take your time. Take your time. So that I can put it down below so that, you know, you can have a big turnout. Everybody, I mean, be sure to repeat to them, like, what are the stipulations, so on and so forth. Don't come there with no nonsense because we will throw your ass out if you start that bullshit.
Yes. I want my 40 to be remembered.
Yeah.
Other than that, I am in the midst of trying to get a huge party done for next year. I am not saying anything about it now because it's not set in stone just yet.
Right.
But when I do, y'all get the info. I'm still like getting some paperwork and stuff written up now.
That's awesome. So I mean, like, you know, do you have any shows coming up, like more recent, or anything you really want us to be, you know, keep our eyes out for, or like, you know, anything else you want us to know?
I'm in the midst of working on a mix right now. Like this month, the show is on hiatus because they're doing site maintenance.
Right.
I'm having a show next month.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when though. They'll keep me posted.
Right.
But in the meantime, I am going to be posting up a 3-hour mix.
When is that?
I don't even know yet because I'm still working on it.
Please let me know.
Then on top of that, like one of my thumb drives mistakenly got zapped and I lost all of my music, so I got to put it back.
Oh shit! You serious?
It's just a thumb drive. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, you probably
I know what
copies. Yeah. I was thinking maybe you didn't have it backed up anywhere. You know, that'd be messy.
No, I didn't have it backed up anywhere. I mean, like I have a hard drive like full of music and everything that I keep for storage. I don't even use it. But like the thumb drives, I just use on a regular. So I'm not really worried about it. But you know, like whenever I post it up, you'll get the memo.
Cool. Excellent.
And that's
you know what we should try to do one day? We should try to like see if we can put it on YouTube, see if they'll like let you stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think?
Can you stream on YouTube?
You can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You could actually set up your phone, have it set like push right on you, and they can see you spinning your music and doing whatever you're doing. Or you can just or you can just have like a blank screen, or like have a little, you know, like layer laying over it and stuff like that, and spin your music. You know what
I'm in the midst of trying to work out doing like a little party for August. Not like a birthday party or anything, but you know, like just like a dance party, because I love dance parties. I love to dance. That's just me. So I'm in the midst of trying to get that together for probably the end of August. So if everything goes good, you'll have the memo for that too.
Awesome. Great. So moving right along, anything else you have for us? So that's it.
That's it for now.
Sure. Because I mean, I want them to know everything. I want you out there. I want you wide open.
You want me wide open?
Wide open. But yeah, so getting back to the Godzilla thing on Netflix, don't watch it. It was horrible. It was absolutely.
You know what? And I was about to watch it too. I really was about to watch it, but then I was
my thought process. My reviews and opinions are not, you know, not set in stone, or like, you know, it's just nah. That was horrible. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. It was. I don't know what they were trying to do with it. Like it's like the same thing as the first episode that they did. It was just like boring, long. It was just a bunch of talking. It was a bunch of talking, just talking. Then when they did fight Godzilla, they just flew around them, shooting them, and with these little mech suits and stuff like that. It was just horrible. It was horrible. It was like watching paint peel, man. It was just horrible. I'm telling you.
The first one was just boring. Sad to hear that the second one is too. I thought they would have picked it up after the first one. At least it would have, you know, been a little something. That's a shame.
No, this one was even worse. It was worse. I don't know what Toho is doing with the Godzilla brand now. It's just garbage.
And I don't even like the way he looks. He looks like a piece of lettuce coming down his back.
Like he got this arm that's supposed to be like some armor. Like his skin is developed because he's like a Pokemon in a way now. Like, you know,
I don't like that. Yeah, like that Shin Godzilla garbage. You're carrying that shit over.
Shin Godzilla was absolutely horrendous. That like I don't know what the fuck they were doing with that. I have absolutely no idea what they were doing with that fucking shit. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Shin Godzilla was terrible. So that Netflix garbage, I would give that 2 nerd pin. No, I give that a broken pin out of 10.
That's a shame.
10 out of 10. So that's essentially nothing. Again, some people may like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. I felt like I watched something that was long and boring for nothing. It didn't feel like a Godzilla film. It could have been anything. And through the whole movie, the Godzilla stayed in the middle. He pretty much maybe walked like a couple of feet. He was walking towards a reactor or some shit like that. And the rest of it, they were just flying around. He didn't
fight no other monsters either.
No. He fought no other kaijus. He fought no other.
Oh, come on.
Nope. He fought no other kaijus. None. Absolutely none.
Nobody wanted to see that.
He fought no other kaijus. He didn't it was just garbage. It was garbage. I had more fun watching Barbie Adventures than watching that shit. It was horrible.
That's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. More power to Barbie Adventures, I guess. Damn.
Now next we have what is this? We have Stranger Things, right? They're talking about season 3. It says right here, and I'm gonna read this article to you guys. It says, and you know what? Let you guys see this. You guys see this? I don't want you saying like, "Oh, that's your opinion." No, read it to you because they know deep down they know season 2 was garbage. Season 1 was the shit. Season 2 was garbage. And yeah, I'm not just gonna say it was good because kids acted in it. No, it was horrible. You know what I'm saying? It says Netflix says that season 3 of Stranger Things will be worth the wait. The next season likely won't appear until summer 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, yep. Right. And I love Stranger Things. You ever watch Stranger Things before, Kenny?
Season 1, not season 2. I enjoyed season 1.
Yeah, season 2 was garbage. Season 2 was complete garbage.
Didn't even bother.
Nope. It says last December, Stranger Things star David Harbour said in an interview that the show likely won't return for its third season until sometime 2019. And a recent Fox commercial for a new mall in Hawkins hinted at a summer 2019 release. During a presentation at this year's Television Critics Association press tour, Netflix executives confirmed the delay, but that'll be worth the wait. During today's TCA presentation, Netflix Vice President and Original Content Cindy Holland noted that the show's creators, Matt and Ross Duffer and Sean Levy, were aware of the expectations of the next season of the Supernatural show, and that they want to deliver something bigger and better than what they did last year. And so they really want to take the time to get it right, because last season was fucking garbage. If anybody's watched it, season 2 was garbage. Holland also indicated that the next season will have some more extensive special effects than the prior seasons. The streaming service didn't reveal a release date for the season. Netflix renewed the show for a third season.
Yo, I'm back.
Before the second had aired. While last year's outing didn't quite match up to the first, Stranger Things is still one of, it's what I tell you. Last year's outing didn't quite match up to the first. Stranger Things is still one of the streaming service's biggest draws. But while the show's first 2 seasons aired in consecutive years, the next season appears to be destined for a 2019 release, along with the final season of HBO's Game of Thrones. Oh, so we got some good watching to look up to. Oh, well. Yeah, so that's it for that story right there. But season 1 of Stranger Things, absolutely love. Season 2 was garbage, so I'm anticipating season 3. With all they're saying, they even know season 2 was garbage. They knew it. Season 2 was complete garbage. It was all over the place. It made no sense. It was boring. It was like watching metal burn. It was just like fucking. It went nowhere.
Metal burn. Okay.
Yeah, metal burn. Metal won't burn with a regular fire. It won't. It won't really do anything. So I mean, like, it was just like there. Yeah, I was like this the whole time. You know what I'm saying? With like season 1, I've watched that twice. I watched season 1 of Stranger Things twice. That's how good it was. And I thought it was going to be good because in the beginning of season 2, they showed one of my favorite games. They showed Dragons there. They showed them playing Dragon's Lair and shit like that. And if you look, there are a couple of nods to like 80s pop culture, because if you look at that little minivan, like that red minivan there, do you know what that was given a nod to? It was like a red station wagon type van, like a red van there in the parking lot. You know what that was given a nod to?
I didn't see the second season, so I wouldn't know.
It was given out to Transformers, Ironhide from Transformers. That was the exact van that he is in Transformers, the G1 Transformers. That was the exact same van that he was. Well, yeah, I mean, like, you know.
No, I into just yet, so.
Yeah,
yo, your phone is killing me, dog.
That's because Godzilla movies are on point right now.
Didn't like the review, Danae. It's like Godzilla didn't like the review at all. Lousy.
I'm sorry, that Godzilla movie was
yeah, I know.
You gotta see, first off, I'm gonna be honest. I'm already biased against.
I just finished watching that before we came on the show.
Yeah, I'm already biased towards CGI anime any fucking way. I don't really like it. I like hand-drawn anime. I love to see hand-drawn anime. You know what I'm saying? I love the detail.
Right.
Like, you'll see me hard, like, you know, pretty much give a lot of respects to like the anime of the 80s and 90s because it was so well done. When you look at some of this anime of nowadays, they cut a lot of corners and they use a lot of like they just don't even bother to put the detail in there sometimes. Like just looking bland. You know what I mean? No facial line, nothing. But like classic anime, I absolutely love. So yeah, don't go see it. And I repeat this: do not watch that new what do you call it? The new Godzilla on Netflix. I don't even see how they got another fucking season. It's that garbage. I mean, like, I think we covered all topics. If you guys got anything else you want to talk about, please do. We got to get around to talking about these games because it's a lot of games that have come out or that are slated to come out that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, we ran a pretty long time. I think we've been on 12:11 now, bro. It is 12:11. So I mean, like, if you guys want to continue the conversation, we can, but expect me to pass the fuck out. Expect me to pass the fuck out. But we do,
we do have to take care of Grandpa Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
Today's Grandpa
Joe.
Joe.
What you say? I'll cut you. Would you? Yeah, but I don't know. I think we covered everything. I mean, well, one more thing, which is what I read about, and I told people this years ago. And I think Kirkman has a thing, or pretty much like theory that the drugs from Breaking Bad is what caused the zombie outbreak. And I said this 4 years ago.
What's happening with the drugs?
The drugs from the show Breaking Bad. The drugs from the show Breaking Bad is the cause of the zombie outbreak in the Walking Dead universe.
What?
Oh, that's fresh.
Yep,
that's pretty fresh, but it's true. That's dope.
Like I think it was the 4th episode. Remember when the Spanish guy got all zombied out and he was like, like clawing at him and wouldn't die and shit.
They're in the same universe now.
I guess so. Kirkman said it. I posted it up. As a matter of fact, I'll get the link for you guys. You guys won't think I'm making this shit up, because nobody believes Uncle D.
I believe that meth.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
But I said this because I go on Reddit a lot, right? Which is a place you can't really put anything, and nothing's etched in stone on Reddit. It's a bunch of maniacs but you do find some intelligent people on there. You find some very intelligent people that lead up to theories. And I've always been fascinated with the theory. Honestly, I never wanted to know what was the cause of the Walking Dead's outbreak, because to me, I like the mystery behind it. I like to have the mystery behind certain things. But when they came up with the theory, I was like, that actually good. I like that. I really like that, because I did like Breaking Bad. And it says right here, I put the link in the chat section over there so people can. It says right here, and I will share this with you guys. And then after this, we can give you guys thoughts on anything that you might talk about or bring up, or like if you want anything, of course, definitely advertise whatever you have.
All right.
And it says right here, Walking Dead. Okay, let's start it from the top. Walking Dead producers blame Breaking Bad meth with zombie outbreak. The Walking Dead producer Gail Ann Hurd recently stated that the blue meth from Breaking Bad caused a zombie outbreak. The Walking Dead premiere on AMC in 2010 became a cultural phenomenon. The show is anchored by its amazing characters. However, it was the Walking Dead's air of mystery and suspense that hooked audience in the first few seasons. Much like Lost, The Walking Dead presents its plot through eyes of its characters. This creates some amazing storytelling opportunities, but it also means fans have a limited scope of the big picture. In case of The Walking Dead, it means that the audience only knows as much as the characters do. One of the biggest mysteries that has loomed over this show caused the zombie outbreak. And after the show still hasn't what caused the world to end. Over the years, the comic book creator Robert Kirkman has confirmed that there is a cause, but he claims it's not an important aspect of the story. Nevertheless, fans are curious about zombie virus origin, so much so that the question is brought up at almost every Walking Dead panel. During the Fear the Walking Dead panel at San Diego Comic-Con, we live, a fan inevitably asked what caused the zombie outbreak. Instead of dodging the question, Hurd addressed it head on. In a short reply, she stated, "The meth from Breaking Bad for sure." Kirkman quickly added, "That's canon. It's confirmed." The audience took Kirkman's response as a joke and erupted into laughter. Given Hurd's brevity of the tone, it's easy to assume her explanation is a joke, but the reason she said it is because it falls in line with a popular fan theory called the Breaking Bad Dead theory. Again, this theory suggests that Walter White's blue meth caused people to turn into zombies, at least those who smoke too much. The theory revolves around several Breaking Bad Easter eggs that have popped up on The Walking Dead over the years, and it became so prevalent that Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan and star Bryan Cranston have commented on it in the past. I mean, the rest you can read here, but again, it leads to what I was telling my friend J. Newth Jr. I said I posted up around about like in 2014, I think it was 2014, 2015. I posted up like, look, there's a high possibility that the meth from Breaking Bad is the cause of the zombie outbreak. He said, bullshit, this, that, and the other. I said, bro, I read it on Reddit. I'm not saying it's canon, but now I believe it's canon now. So like, you know, that's what it is. So, I mean, you know, I know many of you guys probably are tired of The Walking Dead. Now, me myself, the series has grown long in the tooth. They no longer know what they want to do with it. So I mean, like, you know, I don't mind.
Star Wars needs a rest.
Yeah, it does. It does. I agree. I completely agree with you. So I mean, like, any closing arguments, any closing statements, anything you guys want to advertise? So we're about to shut this shit down. Because we're coming up on TNT headquarters, TNT Photon H2 headquarters, and I see it coming up. So I gotta land the ship. And you motherfuckers gotta get out.
For my review, Black Panther, which I'm doing tomorrow, August 10th.
Oh, you still got two of those things, right?
Yeah.
Did you find somebody to go with you?
Nope.
Or what time is it? What time you going?
It starts at 7:30.
You know what? You address stuff like that and slide me that. I'm gonna go see it with you. I'll go see it with you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I guess like after this, I'll just send you the info and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that out with you. If it's
no, you know what the crazy thing is too, because usually it's like when I be getting like +1 for a lot of shit, and then I'll be letting people know, and it'd be like, oh, I want to come with, and then like I get stood up like a motherfucker. So it's like
I'll be doing that shit. You see, like I'll be rolling up, bro. I'll be pulling straight up. I'll be straight pulling up. You know that.
Last time I
was looking for you. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, I remember what happened. Again, my condolences. But you saw, I was like, I was expecting really to see you, and I thank you for it and everything like that. I appreciate it. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. You know what? Like, I really wanted to see Tag too.
It was good.
I really was
very good. But it was very good. It was hard.
Yeah, like
it was a heartwarming film. It was sad. It was sad, but it was a heartwarming film, and it was good. It had good comedy, had the good same. It had a nice balance of action in it and everything. I enjoyed it.
All right. So yeah, I'll keep you posted then. I'll give you all right,
cool. I'll come through the tunnel. I missed. You remember when like the tunnel before it used to be the opening on the left and right side with like if you came from Jersey, you could just dip around and go right into New York and shit like that without hitting the tunnel. Yeah. They smooth blocked that shit off. They like, nah, man. Because you would dip around, go into Jersey City and go down by what was that? What's the name? You and right up in Manhattan, right off of Canal Street.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right off of But I mean, so Professor Claudy, anything you want to plug or let us know? I need you to give me a better link to that because it's not showing up as clickable when I put it down in the
Really?
Yeah, it's not clickable because if you watch the other show, I put everybody's link down there, but yours was faded out. It maybe needs like a .com or maybe a / or something.
Well, .tv is another extension.
Okay, all right.
That's what it is. Let me see.
Because see, it wouldn't allow me to like list it. It came up, but it didn't come as a clickable link, rather.
But were you able to access the website though?
Yeah, I was, but like they would have to copy and paste it. I wanted, people not gonna do that. People are lazy. They just want to click.
It's the truth.
I'm just being honest. You know what I'm trying to.
That's the truth. People are lazy.
Yeah, they're not gonna be like, oh, I'll copy it. Like, nah, man, that's too much work.
Well, they gotta work. I mean, come on.
Okay, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll make it a clickable link.
Double click. Oh, how about this? Double click it. Control C. Mouse to address bar. Control V. Here you go.
Well, you just of course, people like us, we know how to do it. Though. I'm motherfuckers ain't gonna do that shit. Like like Kenny stuff.
They're all millennials. Your viewers.
Huh?
Are your viewers all millennials? It's mad lazy.
That's what you got to deal with, bro. When in Rome, do as Romans do. As a matter of fact, give me that link right now, and I'm gonna post it right up in the chat section. So
let me see. Okay, so I got I put the full thing down. I don't know if it's gonna work. I put it here. I put it in the group chat thing. Or let me go to Facebook. Yeah, I can click it from here. Thing.
You'll see what I'm talking about because like I when I posted it up as a clickable link in the description, it would just grade out. Like it wouldn't. What's the name?
Let me send it to you on Facebook then.
Yeah, please. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what you say, dude? You say hit control.
You can right click.
Control out Del.
Hit control. What you say?
Okay. How about this?
CRL. And what else?
Control. Hit the control.
Oh yeah. Push the any key. Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you, bud. I know how to do it.
Push any key.
Control, boy.
Push any key. I mean, with that,
I could be mean and say Control F4, okay, and then they'll close your browser.
yeah, right? Control F4.
Oh, yeah, guys, Control F4. That's how you fix everything.
Yeah. What happened to all
Yeah, Control F4.
Wow.
No.
I'm sorry, Alt
It's the
F4.
film's premiere, so come dressed to impress.
Yes,
All right, no problem.
Alt F4, guys. If you guys have a hard time copying and clicking, just Alt F4.
I'll be sure to wear my thong tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's cool too.
Mm-hmm. I wear my thong and my what's that thing they wear in S&M where it's across the chest guard or something like that?
I don't know what he's talking
Leather
about.
vest or something like that.
Little straps across your chest. What are you doing? Putting belt buckles on.
Yeah, with my platform shoes from black patent leather.
Yeah.
Thigh high platform shoes.
Don't forget the captain's hat.
The captain's hat, exactly. What would I do without you?
Y'all are a mess. Y'all are a fucking
All right, so
mess.
Claudy, any closing thoughts? Anything you want to talk about? Let them know. Like, put your stuff out there.
Well, closing thoughts. Leave Hollywood alone.
Leave Hollywood alone.
Leave Hollywood alone. Crap, I was gonna say something about equality, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think people know what they want to talk about. Their keyboard war. You know what? How about this? Instead of being SJWs, let's not hate on the SJT, the thieves, the SJ wizards. Because we're all want to be warriors, right? Dungeons and Dragons. Let's just
Other classes.
You get it, right? Kenny?
Yeah, the other classes.
Yeah, what about the other classes? SJ Thief,
Yeah, the SJ Orc, of course.
SJ Orc, Let's keep it real, It's just,
Really?
I mean, you see how laughable this whole culture is. It's annoying. Yeah, SJ Thief. I want to be SJ Sorcerer. How about that? Too many warriors, man. That's how you get rolled by the bosses, the end game. There's no healers. SJ Cleric. And don't reboot anything that had substance already. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see.
I agree.
Female.
Yeah, you're right.
They're supposed to be pro. I don't know if right now I'm just worried about any reboot they do.
Right.
And I don't care. I'm a misogynist, whatever. Although they don't remember about.
Nice.
I mean, dude, yeah, if you're gonna make if they do Rambo.
Oh,
really?
Jeez, don't. Yeah, unless it's too long.
Especially that last one that came out. Oh my God,
That was a great movie because that was what Rambo was. He was a violent murderer.
Yeah, well, they're gonna probably do a female version, or he probably transgender.
I don't think so.
I don't want a Ramprod. I'll pass.
That's what's happening. So
They don't need to make a female Rambo.
Yeah, Ramprod.
Wait, you know what? The perfect. I don't know if you've seen it, Kenny, but they had they had these MGTOW guys. They put a trailer. I'll have to find it and link it on Facebook where they had MGTOW clips from movies, right?
Oh
Pirates of the
boy.
Caribbean was the best. Where remember when Sparrow dumped that girl on that island?
Yeah.
And he gave her a handgun and the thing in his hair, go do what you gotta do on that island. She was like, hey, wait. I'm pregnant. She threw every female thing to get the guy. I'm pregnant. Oh, I love you. I've always loved you. No, and he just bounced. You know, that's typical. That's what they do. Once you're trying to bounce on the opposite sex, that's what they do. They start throwing all that stuff. Yeah, I'm pregnant, by the way. I know Danae got hit with that a lot.
Yeah, I'm playing child.
That's a fun one. Nice.
Now I don't even have no.
Danae donating money to anybody who needs money for child support. I'll claim your baby, whatever.
I'll claim your baby. I'm here to save you.
I'll claim your baby. Kenny's in the market too, everybody. You can put that on my.
Absolutely. I'm looking to raise your bastards.
Any closing thoughts? Anything you want to talk about, Kenny?
Yeah. I actually messed up and recorded.
Test.
Yeah, I actually messed up and recorded like 45 minutes of me instead of streaming me on this game called Comedy Night. It's like a 3D version of me telling awful jokes with a bunch of other scumbags in the room for about 45 minutes an hour. That should be up on my YouTube page soon. Right. For folks who don't know, Comedy Night is just a game where you pretty much go into different rooms and you guys tell dumb jokes, mostly racist and sexist and this and that, and mostly a really toxic place. So if you want to watch a video that is not going to get monetized, I'll be uploading that soon. Just awful jokes on my YouTube page.
Well, make sure you leave me a link to your channel. I will definitely put it up in the description below so people can go and enjoy your wonderful content.
Of course.
Anything else? You got like what about the jiu-jitsu classes?
Of course. TeamSilverBJJ.com. People want to check us out. We're also on Facebook at Team Silver Martial Arts. Check us out. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Vale Tudo, Muay Thai, Capoeira, etc.
Cool.
I'm still waiting for more of this fight app.
Waiting for what?
The fight app.
Oh, yeah. You know what? We're going to save that for the next show. Because we like that right there. Oh, man. Kenny, you should have reminded us, man.
Which one?
That fight app, man. That
fight. Oh, yeah. We got to. I'll actually look and see if I can sign up for it.
I want to get beat up, guys. Anybody get ready for that?
I'll see if I can sign up and I'll keep y'all up on it.
Okay, cool. So,
it looks fun. It's called Rumbler, if I'm correct. Rumbler, folks. If folks are on Rumbler in the Bay Area, hit me up and we'll set something up.
All right, that's what's up. We need something like that. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that brings this show to a close. Be comment, like, and subscribe. I'm sorry I'm slurring my speech. I'm tired and I'm hungry. Even though I shouldn't be eating this late, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat something light. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to all the co-hosts here. What else? Let me see. We'll be doing
cow and chicken.
Yeah, cow and chicken. Also, too, I know I said I was going to do a Marvel Legends Busted Open Marathon where I pretty much take all of the action figures that I have never got to review that are just stacked up in my office, brand new in the pack, and I'm just going to bust them open. We'll do a review. It probably lasts around about 2 or 3 hours long or until I finish doing them. Let's see how long I can last. We'll try that. But I think we enjoyed doing the show for you guys. We thank you for stopping through. Give it a like. Give it a subscribe, share it with other people, hit the notification bell when we go live and when we upload. So I'm Uncle Nerd. This is the wonderful staff right here. I will see you guys later because it looks like we're pulling up on TNT Photon HQ because we actually steal a ship and fly around. Now we got to return it. All right. We catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Love you. You guys are the best, man. Take care. Say good night, niggas.
Oh.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.